Welcome to the Law of Assumption for Beginners mega course. This is your step-by-step roadmap to mastering manifesting. Whether you've never heard about Law of Assumption before in your life, you've dabbled in manifesting a little bit, or you have been in the game for a while and you just want to go back to basics, you are at the right place at the right time. So watch these in order, take them in and apply as you go. Every segment builds on the last to help you understand what Law of Assumption really is. We're going to be talking about how to use it and how to create your best absolute life. I'm so excited for you. Before we begin, this is going to be quite the course, but if you are wanting a more in-depth course, I highly suggest the Perfect Self-Concept. This video is going to be about an hour and a half, 2 hours long, whereas the Perfect Self-Concept course dives so much deeper into these topics. Each module is an hour and a half long with 7 modules. If you would like more information on this, go on RitaKaminski.com or click on the very first link in the description box down below. Yes, it targets self-concept, but for you to manifest in an instant way, having a good, amazing, perfect self-concept is exactly where your mindset should be. It targets not only self-concept, but how to utilize Law of Assumption in your favor to manifest in the most allowing, least resistant way. I put my blood, sweat and tears into this mega course. This has been filmed over the duration of 2 years, and so if you subscribe and like this video, that would go a long way to helping more people learn about Law of Assumption, and it would be really greatly appreciated by me. Every subscribe, every comment and every like I take to heart, and I genuinely very much appreciate it. So with that, strap in and let's begin. What is the Law of Assumption and how to use it to win at life? Everything starts with the foundation. Before you start playing the game, you need to know what the game is. Before you manifest anything, you need to know the rule of the game you are playing. In this module, you will learn what Law of Assumption truly is, what it isn't, how you can use it to benefit your life in the most productive and quickest way possible, the core truth behind how it works and how to use it to win in your life. Let's start strong. Let's start with the definition of the Law of Assumption. Law of Assumption was popularized by Neville Goddard's teachings. According to Neville Goddard, who was a spiritual teacher back in the 1940s, stated that the Law of Assumption simply is whatever you assume to be your reality is your reality, period. This means that your thoughts literally shape your life. In other words, you literally create your life through assumptions and your dominant thoughts. Emphasis on the dominant thoughts. Okay, this is so important that I needed to just stick this in here. For someone who has never heard of the Law of Assumption, it is literally the most logical thing that you can possibly think of. Literally, think about it. Someone who thinks positively is going to produce positive results. Someone who thinks negatively is going to produce negative results. Like, if you believe that your saxophone recital is gonna go to shit, I don't know why I just thought of a saxophone recital, but if you think that your saxophone recital is literally gonna be bussin', taking all of the labels away from Law of Assumption, manifesting, all of that stuff, performance-wise, how do you think that person is gonna go? The person that assumes and thinks that they are amazing, that they're confident, that the crowd is going to love them because they're going to be their best selves. The way that you see the world is how the world is going to reflect back to you. Period. It's as simple as that. The only thing that you need to know is it is whatever you dominantly think it is. That's it. Whatever you assume to be true in your mind is in fact the truth, is in fact the reality right now. right now. Meaning that we can shape our thoughts in a way where we can change our lives completely right now. This is not a fucking game. How can you apply the law of assumption to your life? The key is to assume what you want the outcome to be in your life. So if you have a desire to be with a specific person, you assume that you are in a whole and happy committed relationship with him right now, assuming that that's what you want. You can literally not do any techniques at all and just assume that it is your reality now and live in the state. You can also affirm 24/7, or whenever you're thinking about that desire, whenever you're thinking about that SP, you can be like, oh, he's my boyfriend. Oh, actually, he's obsessed with me. Oh, he's actually blowing up my phone right now. My phone is literally non-stop blowing up, all because of my SP, because he wants to FT me, he wants to call me, he wants to text me non-stop, he wants to wish me good morning, good night. He wants to know every single thing about me and every single thing that I'm doing right now. Period. Or we can visualize. We can go into our mind palace and literally imagine that we are cuddled up, we are booed up, we are cuffed up with this person in bed. Or we can script and say, this person is mine right now. He is my boyfriend. And note that there's no specific thing that you need to write or affirm or visualize. Literally, what is the easiest thing for you to say or do or think or visualize or affirm? What is the most natural thing for you? If it was me, naturally, I would be like, oh my God, he's so obsessed with me, because that's the way that I naturally talk. And also, I like over exaggerating things. So being like, oh my God, he's absolutely obsessed with me. He can't eat, he can't piss, he can't do anything. He literally just wants to sit there and think about me. Like, and it's not even about being natural. It's just purely, how can I manifest in a way where I know right now that this is my reality? Not that it's coming to me in divine timing. No, bitch. It's here right now. All I have to do is realize that truth. Again, I repeat, it is whatever you dominantly think it is. You can do anything to help aid that. It doesn't matter. As long as you know right now that you have it right now, that's it. We're not overcomplicating it. We don't need to. We don't need to do anything, because we have our SP. We have $1 million in the bank. We have the most successful career. We have 1 million followers on Instagram or TikTok. Instead of assuming the worst, assume the best. Instead of assuming that you'll fail, assume that you'll succeed. Instead of assuming that people are against you, assume that people are on your side. By changing your assumptions, you literally change your reality. How do you change your assumptions? The first thing I want you to do is throw out every single assumption that you've had out the window from this point. It literally does not matter. We don't have to be sitting down and journaling why it is that we thought this way for however long. What did our parents say on July 2012 to make us think of our self-worth to be the way that it is? That's just laying more in it. That is just taking the wound and slicing it back open again. We're setting it to the side because what we focus on magnifies. So why would I want to be focusing on the past? At this point, no matter if I'm manifesting money or love or career or whatever it is that you want, I know as a fact that I have no limiting beliefs around that. I might have in the past, but that doesn't matter. That's not me. I am who I am right now. I get to decide who I want to be. You are the operant power. You are deciding what you want to eat. You're deciding what you want to wear. You're deciding who you want to be friends with. And guess what? You're actually deciding what you're thinking about. So you get to change your thoughts. That is your prerogative. You are not a prisoner in your own mind. Stand the fuck up, take those thoughts by the balls, and make them do what you want them to do until they realize into fucking reality. The number one rule of the law of assumption, because there are no other rules, is it is whatever you think it is. That's it. So if you think that you're a victim, you're a victim. If you think he doesn't love you, he doesn't love you. If you think that you're broke, you're broke. So what do you want to be? What kind of a person? What kind of friends do you want? How do you want to look like? We can decide anything that we want. Who gives a fuck about anything that happened before? It's trash. It's old news. And it's literally as easy as going up here and deciding, I am that bitch. Whatever doubts you have, really think about it. If you think, I am broke, I'll always be broke, just think for a second. Is this ultimately true? We are deciding right now what gets to be true in our lives. And whenever we have a doubt, I'm not good enough. Can I hold a conversation? Maybe I'm too boring for this guy. Is this the ultimate truth? Is this a strict law that was written down up in the divine skies for everyone to follow? No. You get to decide what gets to be true for you. Amplify what you want to be in your reality and simply ignore and ask, is this ultimately true? To the thoughts that you have that can be perceived as doubts, but they're not doubts because they're not good enough to be doubts. They're irrelevant. They make no sense. I promise you that by consistently practicing your new assumptions, you will start seeing changes in your reality instantly. So that is the law of assumption. It really is as simple as that. It's easy, it's fun, it's not complicated. We are dropping all of the baggage. If you are new to the law of assumption and you've never manifested through this specific law before, I highly encourage you to try manifesting anything that you would like. It could be something small as a free coffee or something big as a whole ass man. Whatever it is, identify it in your mind first. We always have to know specifically what it is that we're manifesting, and then we are assuming that that is what we have right now. It is ours. It's not coming, it's not on the way, it's not coming in divine timing. It is ours right now. That is the reality. The next segment is called Step Number 1 to Manifesting Anything is getting specific. Now that you know the foundation, you're ready for step 1. Manifesting is the easiest when you point your mind to something clear. In this segment, I'll share exactly how to choose your specific desire in a way where it feels exciting and aligned. This video is very important because I'll be talking about the very first step when it comes to manifesting. Listen, before you do anything else, you must specify exactly what it is that you want. You have to know that you are the operant power of your reality. Anything that you say goes. When you're specific about what you want to manifest, you are giving your subconscious mind very clear instructions. For example, if you are driving and you are listening to your GPS for directions, you do not want your GPS to be dilly-dallying around. You just want them to tell you to turn left or turn right. This clarity helps on focusing your attention and energy on the specific outcome. This is very important. It's not about, oh, he's depressed, so maybe I won't be able to get him, so maybe I need to start from scratch and manifest a new guy. No, because when we know that we are the operant power and we are picking exactly specifically what we want without looking at the barriers, you will be able to manifest anything that you want. But the first step is to understand your power. I just ran out of memory on my camera. Before knowing that it is already done, before picking your techniques, before following your happiness, this is the very first step to my 4-step process. Can we take a little bit of a break to appreciate this view? I mean, come on. I have manifested this life for myself along with thousands of other people that have used and utilized the law of assumption. And I'm telling you, this is how it works. You be specific with what you want. You know that it's already done. Pick 1 or 2 techniques that make you feel the happiest and the most excited. and which feels the most easiest for you to do. And 4, you are following your happiness for the rest of the day. Now, also keep in mind that you don't necessarily have to be specific with your desire. For example, we are specific that we want love in our lives, but you have to go deep down inside and actually ask yourself what it is that you want. Because I am the operant power of my reality, because I can get whatever it is that I want, what is it in my heart of hearts that I truly want? So if it is a specific person, we can be as specific as possible. Go right ahead, girl. But if it is love, that is okay too, and we can be open about that. So it's not about the manifestation per se, it is about your intention and about knowing specifically what it is that you want. So you can say, I want to be in a committed relationship with Ben. Or you can say, I want to be in a loving relationship. It doesn't have to be a specific person, it doesn't have to be a specific thing, but it can be something pretty generic and open. But you must know specifically and exactly what it is that you want. Another example, you can say, I want to earn $100,000 a month, if that is specifically what you want. But you can also say, I want to be financially free. It is generic, but we are being specific about what it is that we want. As long as you, not anyone else, but you decide that this is the specific thing that I want, then we can move on to step number 2, which is it is already done, right? Because a lot of my members only and my viewers in general ask me all the time, Rita, I want this specific person, but he moved to another country. I want this job, but it doesn't really seem attainable for me. So should I manifest having better skills? Should I manifest an easier job and then go to the job that I want? No, it's always about being specific about what you want, and no one else's mother or no one else's grandmother, you. And that will happen when you truly trust yourself and trust in the law. Like, hey, if this thing could pop into my reality, wouldn't I want the 100% manifestation of it without sacrificing anything? Exactly. Step number 2 to manifesting, knowing that it is already done before doing anything else. This is the key that makes manifestation click. Let's lock it in. Okay, so it is already done, which is step 2 out of my 4-step manifesting process for beginners, which again you can check out in the Law of Assumption 101 playlist. We have learned what the Law of Assumption is. We have learned that the first step is to be specific. We are knowing exactly what it is that we want. And there was some confusion in my previous video where some people asked me, but Rita, some people have said that it's not good to be specific. If you had just watched the end of that video, I go on to say, it is not about being specific about a specific thing. It is about being specific on what you want. Those are two different things. I'm not saying you have to be specific on manifesting John at 3 p.m. on a Monday in 1 week's time. I'm saying if you want love or if you want John at 3 p.m., you need to be specific on exactly what it is that you want. That thing that you want can be generic. So it can be, I want my life to be the best that it can ever be. I want to be living my highest timeline. That is being specific on what you want, but the manifestation itself is not specific. It's actually very generic. But it is very important to be specific on what it is that you want, because then your subconscious mind cannot deliver it to you. So step number 2 of our step 4 manifesting for beginners process, it is already done. You have specified that you want to have love in your life, whether it is very specific, like Benjamin Button is gonna be my boyfriend in a week, we are gonna be in a committed relationship, we're gonna live together in 2 months, we're gonna get married in a year, whatever it is, we are gonna have 5 children, 4 boys, 1 girl, whatever it is. You have to understand that the law is the law, and you can literally manifest whatever it is that you want. You can manifest a parrot to be on your shoulder right now. It's the amount of resistance that you have to that thing, right? So you have to be specific about what you want, and you have to know that the law of assumption is the law. It is as real as the law of gravity. So once we have specified exactly what it is that we want, all right, we are knowing that it is already done. So Benjamin Button is my boyfriend right now. So I know that in the previous video I have said that being specific is the most important thing out of this whole process, and you will find that every single video I do about this, I'll be like, no, this is the most important, because this gets me too excited. You know what I mean? Like, every single step is so super important in its own right. But honestly, what I can say right now is knowing that it is already done and following your happiness on a moment-to-moment basis is the most important thing that you can possibly do. But that's to come. So once we know that Benjamin Button is our boyfriend, we are in a committed relationship with Benjamin Button, aka we have specified that in the previous step. We're knowing that right now in this present moment, no ifs, ands, or buts about it, that is our reality right now. Like, as real as this laptop, as real as my lips, as real as me being in Greece right now, is as real as you being in a committed relationship with Benjamin Button. So no one can do this for you. No manifestation coach can do this for you. No friend can do this for you. Your mom can't do this for you. The higher forces cannot do this for you. You are the operant power. You have to remember this. No one can spoon feed you your manifestation. You must do it yourself, and there is freedom to that because you are in control of everything in your life. Once we know that the law of assumption is real, and we know that anything that we want after we've specified it is already here right now, there's nothing else that you need to do, really. But the thing is that you have to really truly feel that and deeply internalize and understand these words. If you aren't knowing that in this physical reality, whatever the time is, the day is, the month, the year, whatever it is already done, means that in this physical reality, it is here right now. It's not in the 4D, it's not manifesting, it is something tangible. There's no explanations, there's no circumstances. I don't give a fuck, and neither should you. You know what you want, you know that in this reality, it is already here, so nothing else can get in your way. Because how can something get in your way when you already have the thing? How can I be stopped going to Europe? That makes no sense. I'm already in Europe. You know what I mean? Your mind has to be so set on the fact, the pure sheer fact that Benjamin Button is your boyfriend, or whatever your manifestation is. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter if you want to travel in time. It doesn't matter if you want to turn your eyes bright fluoro yellow. It doesn't matter if you want to date a character from a TV show or an anime or whatever it is. It doesn't effing matter. It's not about the thing. It's about the fact that atoms and matter will materialize itself in such a way where you will get exactly what you want, because the law is the law. There's no going around that. Your only job is to follow this 4-step process, but to really dumb it down, it really is just knowing. Like, literally, if you don't want to do anything else, all it is knowing that in this current reality right now, you have it. I really can't say anything else about this topic. It's you having a disciplined, strong enough mind to really grab whatever it is that you want by the balls and materialize it into your reality through the power of your mind. And what does this mean? It means that if I want to be a millionaire in this specific reality, and there are multiple realities, there are an infinite amount of realities, I don't care. In this reality right now, I don't care about the scientific explanations, I don't care about reality, I don't care about anything, because anything can turn around within a second. This is mine right now. That's it. It is in my reality. The simpler this explanation is, the simpler it will get through to you. I am manifesting that. you have fully understood exactly what I want to say. It has fully penetrated your subconscious mind. You've specified what you want. You know with all of your being, with all of your subconscious mind, that in this reality, you have this thing. There's nothing else you have to do. Like, you don't need to visualize that you have this thing. You don't need to affirm that you have this thing. It's the pure, simple, sheer understanding, internalization, and knowing that it is a fact. Like a fact. Like, my hand is real right now. This is real. This is a real, tangible thing. This is 3D reality. There's no doubt in my mind or anyone else's mind that looks at this screen or looks at me in my reality from when I was born to the day that I die, that I have a hand. Like, this is real. This is real in my reality. There's no doubt in my mind that this isn't made up. That is exactly how you must look at your manifestation. It is not a manifestation. It is not delusion. This is real fucking shit. If you want your shit, you have to know that right now it is here. It's not about, oh, and then wait until it comes. What are you waiting for? You have it right now. That is the magic too. It's already done. It is already here in this current reality. It doesn't matter. It's here. As real as whatever else you see in your world. Step number 3 to manifesting is picking the right technique for you. Not every technique is for every person. This segment helps you discover the method that feels natural for you. So you can actually enjoy this process, not burn yourself out, and see your process faster. So honestly and truly, if we have specified what we want and we know that it is already done, we do not need to do anything past that point. There is no necessity to remind yourself of something that you already have, right? So I know that I have hair on my head. I know that I'm in a relationship. I know that I am in Europe right now, right? So I don't need to keep reminding myself of that fact because I'm already living in that state. We are using techniques as a tool, right? We are not using these techniques to get something. So say I'm manifesting this rock, right? I'm in the state of having this rock. I'm using techniques to remind myself I am holding a rock. Because, okay, sometimes life is distracting us, right? I literally just saw a hummingbird. That was distracting. This water is distracting as hell. My boyfriend is literally staring at me while I'm filming this video. That is distracting as hell. I am literally on the precipice of a cliff right now. If I do any sudden movements or trip, I can literally just fall to my death. All of these things are distracting, right? We can use this analogy for our day-to-day life. We have school, we have friends, we have family responsibilities, all of these different things. And even if you are in that state, it can be hard to forget because yes, we have distractions. We are, living our best lives. So we are using techniques not to get this rock, but to just bring our attention back to exactly what it is that we want. We want this rock. I have this rock. I have this rock. I have this rock. I'm using an affirmation to remind myself of the fact that I am in the state, I am in the reality of having this rock. Or I can use visualization. So I can close my eyes no matter where I am, Montenegro, Australia, the United States of America, and I can place myself back into this moment in time where I am holding this rock and I'm feeling how it feels and I'm looking at the colors and the textures and I'm feeling exactly how it feels like to feel. How do I feel like to feel this rock? I feel neutral because it's a fucking rock, right? You can use visualization. You can use SATs, which is visualization while falling into the state of the wish fulfilled. So we're closing our eyes and we are imagining holding this rock, and as we are falling from consciousness to unconsciousness, we are bringing that image into sleep. That's another technique. We can script in the morning or in the evening or whenever we want, I have this rock. I have this rock. I have this rock, and really feel as though it is already done. So you can do all these techniques. I will be talking about the most generic techniques. Do robotic affirmations work? Yes, but only if it's something that resonates with us, right? If it is hard for us to script or to really feel the state of the wish fulfilled, or visualize or affirm while really knowing and feeling that this thing is in my reality now, yes. Penetrating your subconscious mind by repeating and persisting does work. I am all for it. If you are sitting here and you are looking at all these YouTube videos and the thing that resonates with you the most is robotic affirmations, I 100% can vouch for that. However, it is exactly the same thing as if I were to be building a pyramid right now and I had the option of using my own hands and carrying these bricks on my back for 18 hours a day for 4 years, putting these bricks on bricks on bricks on bricks and just piling it brick by brick by brick by brick and repeating it and repeating it and repeating it until it happens, until it builds. Or I have an option right there, is literally something that can pick the bricks up for me and create this pyramid by the use of machinery. So because I don't want to do the manual work of taking this brick, carrying it, placing it on, taking another brick, carrying it, placing it on, and just repeating that and repeating that and repeating that until I get this manifestation, I'm going to pick the easier option. So I'm going automatic mode. I'm going to be driving an automatic car. I'm not going to be putting in the work and driving a manual. So the manifestation will automatically come to fruition by itself once you get into the state of having your manifestation. Do robotic affirmations work? Yes, but it's strenuous and there is an easier way. So how do you know what technique is right for you? Every video will be really going in on each technique, from affirming to scripting to visualizing to satsing, everything. When you are listening to all of these people talk about techniques, I want you to really know yourself and listen to your intuition, like which thing resonates for you. You only have to ask yourself this once. And I know you know exactly what technique works for you. It's the one that feels the most easiest for you to do. It's the one that pops up in your head straight away and you're kind of questioning it because, oh, but this person is against it, or this person is against it. No, your internal guidance system, your higher self, is literally working with you. So your higher self is pointing you into the direction of the best technique for you to do. There's no one set technique that you will do and you will get all of your manifestations, because the magic does not lie in the techniques. The magic and the power lies within you. You can create a manifestation routine. So in the morning, we may decide to script for 5 minutes because that's when our head is the clearest. If we are manifesting being in a committed relationship, we are writing down, I am in a committed relationship. SP absolutely loves me. SP and I are the ultimate power couple. And then in the afternoon, you may be looping your affirmations for 5 minutes in your head. SP is obsessed with me. SP and I are a power couple. No matter what my SP is doing or who he is with, he is obsessing over me. SP and I are 24/7 together. I am in the happiest, most loving relationship with SP. And then in the evening, you might choose to do sats. You can practice doing one technique for a week, another technique for another week, another technique for another week, and see what suits you the best. It really just depends on you. Again, it's not about the technique, it's about the fact that you know that right now you have whatever it is that you are manifesting, and you are simply using any technique in the world that is out there to remind yourself. To me, the technique that works the best is one that does not burn me out, the one that excites me for my manifestation, and the one that reminds me that it is already done. Step number 4 to manifesting is following your happiness. Manifesting is supposed to feel good. In this segment, we're going to be learning why your joy is your compass, why it is important to distracting yourself, letting it go, detaching in order to get what it is that you want, but not in a way that you have heard before. You are going to learn the true meaning behind doing what feels good in each and every single moment, and how important that is for your life and all of your manifestations, no matter what they are. After specifying exactly what it is that we want, knowing that it is already done right now in this moment, picking 1 or 2 or 3 techniques that works best for you to remind yourself every day that it is already done. We are moving on to step number 4, follow your happiness. See, the thing is that we can literally stop at step number 2, knowing that it is already done. And if we follow our happiness, we will literally get absolutely every single thing that we have ever wanted. This is what the law of attraction community might label as letting go, but it is not letting go. Instead, we are not waiting for this thing to come to us. We already know that it is here, so we don't need to do anything else. We are not waiting for divine timing or to vibrate at a higher level. We are simply doing absolutely everything that we can in our power to do what makes us happy in this moment and this moment and this moment. We are put on this planet to be happy. You are wanting your manifestation to be happy. So if we live our best lives now, knowing that it is already done, because we are living this manifestation, we don't need to do anything else, and it is literally going to fall into our laps. For example, if we want RSP to be in a committed relationship with us, and we are doing this because fundamentally, if you keep asking why do you want to be in a committed relationship with them? Okay, but why? Okay, but why? Okay, but why? To the very core, it is going to stem down to you answering, it is because I want to be happy. I think that this relationship is going to make me happy. The reason why we have this desire is because we are meant to have it. It's not this or something better. It is, we can have this thing right now through the power of our subconscious mind, right? But because it is already in our reality, we're in a committed relationship with SP. Don't tell me that you're not, because you are. We can be happy. We can do anything and everything that we want. So what does this entail? It's not some fairy tale fantasy la la land concept. It's not about how can I do a Europe trip for an entire year. No, we're stepping way too far out of our boundaries. We are working with ourselves and not against ourselves, right? So we are aware of what we have in this current moment. Okay, let's play the game that we are not in a committed relationship with our SP, meaning that in this 3D current reality we can't taste, touch, whatever them, but we know that we can because it is already done, right? We are doing the best with what we have right now, fully confident, fully knowing that we have this person in our life. It is a fact, it is the truth. As real as you living, breathing, being here in this present moment on earth is as real as your manifestation is in this current reality. So at every single moment, because we know that this thing is ours, but it's not in our 3D reality yet, but we know that it is because it's already done, right? We are asking ourselves at every single moment, what feels best to do now? And what feels best to do now? And what feels best to do now? For example, today is my last day in Montenegro. I am filming in the most beautiful location. Montenegro, by the way, is so super underrated. I absolutely love this place, and I highly recommend anyone who is visiting Europe to stop by in Montenegro. So it's my last day in Montenegro, right? And we had a boat trip going to a blue lagoon. It's absolutely beautiful. Then we went to Paras, we walked around, we swam again, we had this beautiful lunch, and it was about 3 p.m. and we were in our car deciding what it is that we want to do, right? On fact, on paper, you know, last day in Paras, last day in Montenegro, we should be going out, going to another beach, driving an hour somewhere, having fun, whatever it is. But I just sat with myself and I was like, what will make me feel happy to do right now? What will make me feel happy to do is to go to my Airbnb, chill out a little bit. As soon as I got there, I felt so calm, I felt so relaxed. And then I was like, I want to film a members only YouTube video. And then I looked at this view and I'm like, I just want to film a public video before it gets dark, and then I'm going to film a members only video, right? So we are asking ourselves what feels best for us to do. And not only does that lead us to our manifestation, because we are following what our higher selves, what our subconscious mind is literally telling us to do, we are forgetting about our manifestation for the 23 hours that we're not consciously manifesting, right? And what that does is that opens our channel, it opens our subconscious minds to limitless possibilities. We become way more limitless this way. I get a lot of comments asking me, but Rita, I want my SP right now. That is the only thing that is going to make me happy. Okay, bitch. You need to zoom the fuck out. We're not hyperfixating on this thing, and I will tell you why right now. When we understand that that thing is in our reality right now, but right now we need to concentrate on what we can do in this current moment in time, we know that that is going to come to us. However, although the choices of sitting in bed watching TikTok or going for a walk or calling your friend, although those three options are, let's say, your only three options in this life, in this current present moment in time, right? You don't have the option right now to contact your SP, but you have those three options. Yes, they might not feel as euphoric, but I'm telling you right now, if you pick the one that feels at least just a little bit better than the other two, you will start a snowball effect where you'll be listening to how you feel, and you will start feeling better, and you will start feeling better, and you will start feeling better. All of the negative circumstances will literally leave your life. Everything that you have ever wanted will literally fall in your lap without you having to do anything, without you having to contact this person, and in the process, you're a bad bitch living your best life. I'm telling you, this has happened to me time and time again since my early 20s, where even if I start from ground zero, fuck my friends, fuck walking, I literally just want to go on TikTok right now, go on my FYP. That might not make any absolute sense. People might say it's better to take a walk, right? Because it's healthier. If you go on TikTok now, your mood is a little bit better, and then what ends up happening is, hey, okay, maybe your mom calls you for dinner, you have the nicest meal, and then your friend calls you, you have the choice to either pick up or not pick up. You're like, I kind of feel like, so you're asking yourself on a moment-to-moment basis, what feels the best for me right now to do, even if it's not something euphoric, it's not something crazy, but the best feeling with what you have right now, I'm telling you, that is going to lead you to absolutely every single thing that you wanted. Have an amazing conversation with your friend. She suggests to go to the mall, get your nails done in 2 days time. You go there in 2 days time and you meet that SP there, and they're like, I've literally been wanting to contact you for this entire time. You are limitless. Instead of sitting and ruminating and thinking and constantly using techniques and manifesting this thing, putting all of our attention on this thing, we are putting it on a pedestal. So if we divert our attention off of that, we divert it onto something that, okay, maybe it might feel not as crazy, but we can't touch that right now. We can't call this person up right now, right? In this hot minute. But we can call our friend up. We can have a conversation with our mom. We can play with our dog. We can go boxing. We can go to the beach. We can go get a coffee, listen to hip hop, go to the gym. Whatever it feels. You have to listen to what feels good to you. And we're not basing it off thoughts, we're basing it off feelings. It's a split-second thought. Just like when I was in the car, it might not make any sense that it's my last day in Montenegro. I literally want to go home and film YouTube videos. Now, I have so much energy. I'm elated. I'm excited. I'm filming this amazing video for you guys. And then also tomorrow I'm waking up at 5 a.m. I'm gonna have enough energy for that because I've just chilled all night, and I'm gonna have enough energy to experience and explore Albania on my first day. We're not thinking it, we're feeling it, because our subconscious mind knows. Our subconscious mind is leading us to absolutely every single thing that we want. Step number 5 to manifesting is relaxing your body, or practicing nervous system regulation. A tense nervous system blocks the things that you want, and who wants to be living in constant anxiety or doubts all the time? We're here to be happy. So in this segment, I'm talking about just that, how to regulate our nervous system, how to not let those doubts get the better of us, and how to actually enjoy our lives and our manifestation and be open and receptive to bountiful, endless, infinite opportunities. we are able to have better ideas of what we want to manifest next, and we're able to do it in a much more efficient way. This segment helps you understand how relaxing your physical body helps you get your manifestations in a much easier and faster way. I want you to know through personal experience, when you are consciously manifesting, regardless of if you think you are failing or not, you are going to get your manifestation regardless. That is a no-brainer. It is just something that is obvious because you desire it, and so naturally you are going to get it because you are working with your subconscious mind. It is just inevitable for you to get that manifestation. Why law of assumption is so important is that we want to get it as soon as possible, right? We want to get it instantly. So we are mastering our reality in order to shape our desires and materialize in the present moment, which is perfect. But I want to remind you all that the reason why you are desiring this SP or this home or the financial freedom, you want to be the first generation of your family to support your family, you want to get that degree, you want to be that artist. That desire was put in your heart, in your mind, in your soul for a reason. If you are thinking something, that means that it is already in your reality. For example, you are thinking of the color pink. It is a known color. It is real in your reality. You can't be thinking of an unknown color in your mind because it simply does not exist. It's the same thing for your desires. You are thinking, you are wanting this desire because it already exists. It is available to you in your reality, and it is on its way to you regardless of whether you stuff up every single day with your manifestation routine or not. So before I talk about relaxation and why it is so important, I want to encourage you to continue to consciously manifest, because we want to be the masters of our own realities. We want to consciously bring about the things that we want in the quickest time possible. But in saying that, nothing is worth our mental health to go down because we are pressuring ourselves or we are feeling bad if we have not manifested something correctly or in a fast enough time. The matter of the question is not if your desire is going to come about, it is a matter of when. That's all. The only thing that we are mastering is getting it to our reality right now, but it is inevitable. If you relax and you do nothing, if you are literally sitting on your couch, chilling out, watching TikToks, I promise you your manifestation will come to you. It has no choice, because whatever it is that you want is your destiny. A lot of times, all I do is relax, and I'm going to get into how we can practice this on a day-to-day basis. I relax and everything I want comes without me using masculine energy to do. For example, I did not want to work my 9 to 5 anymore, and instead of consciously manifesting that I am going to be out of my 9 to 5, I just said everything is happening best case scenario for me. I relaxed, and every time a circumstance arose, for example, when I had to physically leave my New York apartment and work from 5 p.m. to 2 a.m. because I was working in the news in the dead of winter in January, and everything in me was like, why is this happening to me? I did not try to make those feelings go away. I just relaxed into that feeling. I will tell you the specific exercise to do when this happens. The thing is that you don't even need to affirm to say everything is happening best case scenario to me. If you just relax and know that this reality is simply not real, it is going to go away and something a million times better will come in its place. No matter how serious it feels right now, it is not real. I always say this, if it feels bad, it is not real. It is simply telling you, that bad situation, circumstance, or thought, that you have already leveled up and this situation is not for you anymore and you deserve something that makes you happy. So let's just relax and stop reacting to this, because you're going to keep playing this situation out. If we relax, it will go away by itself. So what happened was, I was visualizing financial freedom, yes, but things were still not really popping up in my reality as fast as I would like it to. And I had all of these questions, like my boyfriend was in Australia, I was living in New York. I didn't know if I wanted to stay in New York or go to Australia. There were all of these hurdles, but I knew what I wanted. I wanted financial freedom. I wanted to live my best life. I wanted to be with my man, and I wanted to create purpose in this world. I wanted to help people be the best versions of themselves and use their power. So instead of trying to figure anything out, I just said, everything is happening best case scenario for me. Months would go by when I didn't feel like anything really happened. This was before I blew up, before I had the 100,000 subscribers. And I'm telling you now, when I relaxed, the idea of using sats for the 100,000 subscribers came to me so quickly, because I was open to limitless possibilities and opportunities. The best thing for me came to me in my mind. It was an inspired action. I did it in a relaxed way. I was not desperate. I was calm, happy, and excited when doing this technique. And the results followed. After that, everything just naturally played itself out. I realized that I want to live in Australia. I realized that I am financially free with YouTube. Then my boyfriend asked me to travel Europe for 3 months, and it was a no-brainer. So if you are sitting here right now, you have no idea how your circumstances are going to unfold in a way where your perfect life will come about. Trust me, it will come about regardless of if you are consciously manifesting or not. The conscious manifesting is just trying to get it as soon as possible, and I endorse that. However, I do not want you to feel desperate and think that if you're doing this wrong, it's not going to happen best case scenario for you, because it will. That is just a fact, because you were born on this planet. And think back to all of the circumstances in your life before and how everything unfolded. Everything will work out best case scenario regardless. You need to relax, because that will open you up to limitless opportunities in your mind. You will start getting ideas on how to move. Things will just start happening to you. So how do you do this? I want to give a very big shout out and give massive credit to Kira Lynn Barnett on TikTok. You should check her out. This is something that she 100% helped me with, and her teachings are very powerful. And I know that she follows Abraham Hicks' teachings as well. But basically what you do is, you know your emotions, you know how you are feeling right now. If you are feeling neutral or below, meaning you feel any type of bad, even if it's just as mild as you feel bored, which is still a negative emotion somewhat, or if you're feeling depressed, or you're feeling restless or questioning, anything that is not above the emotional scale, you want to tell yourself that whatever thought or circumstance you are facing with right now, it does not feel good, so it means that it is a lie. It does not exist. It is already the past. It has no hold on you. It will not affect you. It will not influence you. You are safe. And when you treat that thought or circumstance as a lie, it will have no choice but to leave. When you ignore it and it feels ignored, you are not putting your energy on it anymore. It dies off. You are feeding it with your energy. So you breathe and you tell yourself, this is a lie, because I am meant to be happy now. I deserve to be happy now. I will let it be there for as long as it wants to be there. It will go away by itself, and let me relax into this uncomfortable feeling, this discomfort. So what you do is you take deep breaths, whether you're alone or in public, outside, and you do not try to figure it out. You soften your entire body, and remembering that feeling of discomfort, you just settle your body into that. You begin to live in that feeling. You let it stay there. And you keep breathing. You keep breathing. You stay quiet, meaning you do not complain about it to anyone. You stay calm. You are not running around. You are calm physically and internally as much as you can. Do not make work out of this. It's meant to be a physical practice in your body. Do not think your way into calmness. Just calm, 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 and relax. We are relaxed. As uncomfortable as we feel, we keep practicing that until it goes away. And the funny thing is, when that thought or circumstance goes away, you will level up so much, because you will look back and you will be like, that circumstance was absolutely nothing. It did not affect me in any way. I am literally living my best life. I am safe. Nothing bad has happened. That thing that I was worrying about or facing wasn't even real, based on the fact that now I'm all good. I don't see myself being affected by this thing. Like, this worry or negative feeling will start leaving your body, and you relax even more, and you will start to find that you will be living your best life more times than not after doing this practice. And in doing that, your manifestations will come. Why? Because you understand that you deserve to get what you want. You do not have to experience negative thoughts or negative circumstances in order to get what you want. You just get your desire because you deserve it, because you were born. And any storytelling, anything that you have made up to get yourself to that will literally disintegrate. And you will be like, wait, that actually wasn't true. One of my worries was, what if my subscribers won't grow? What if my monetization will run out? And all I had to do was relax through that until it went away. I relaxed, and nothing is affecting me. In that relaxed state, I get inspired action to intentionally manifest something like more subscribers, do this specific technique that is going to really help me out in this specific chapter of my life, in the mood that I'm in now. And it all starts working out because you are relaxed. You are not desperately clinging to a technique, hoping for it to get you somewhere, and you are still in this negative energy. And at the same time, you are wanting this thing to feel good, and you will have practiced this relaxation so much, you will start living your life in such an amazing way. You will start living your best life without that manifestation, that you will learn how to actually enjoy the manifestation when it comes, and also your present moment with whatever you have right now. I have a phone right now, I have TikTok. I am genuinely happy. I am in the moment. I am loving this FYP so much. I am laughing. I am enjoying the memes. I am enjoying the stuff that is making me hilariously laugh. And you begin to learn what it is to enjoy something fully because you're relaxed, you're in the present moment. So by the time your desire comes, it's not going to be, okay, this desire is cool, but what's next, and constantly running in the rat race, because the rat race isn't even just sitting at a 9 to 5. It is the constant, okay, cool, I went on this vacation, what's next? Oh, I went on this vacation, let me cross this off. No, you are learning how to be within yourself and fully cherishing this moment and what you have right now through relaxation. In the next segment, we're going to be talking about states and the state of the wish fulfilled. Your entire reality changes with the state that you choose to embody. So if you're in the state of manifesting, you're constantly going to be in the state of manifesting. If you're in the state of having it right now, then it will be so. Here you learn how to shift into the reality where your desire is here right now and you're experiencing it in the 3D reality. Okay, so this is the most powerful tool to manifest the life that you desire. It is the foundation of law of assumption. If you ever heard the phrase, assume it to be true and it will become true, and you thought, that sounds too good to be true, stick with me because I'm gonna explain to you exactly how it works. Let's start by understanding what a state actually is. In the context of the law of assumption, a state is basically a mindset, your feeling and your belief about who you are in this moment. Think of it as a mental atmosphere you live in, your self-concept, your identity. If you're always assuming that you're broke, unlovable, and unlucky, guess what? That is the exact reality that you're going to be living in. But if you change your state to one where your desires are already fulfilled, your subconscious mind reflects that back to you. It's as simple as that. Imagine your state is actually a physical state in a country. Now, if you're struggling to manifest an SP, it's as if you're living in a specific state. Let's call that state Texas, where manifesting your SP is prohibited by law and you are unable to manifest your SP no matter what you do. Sounds like hell, right? But if you pack your bags up and move to a different state by changing your dominant thoughts, let's say we move to Florida, you'll find that manifesting your SP is not only allowed, but supported. In this new state, the government actually is designed to do everything that it takes to get you your desire within seconds. So Florida is basically living in the state of the wish fulfilled. Who knew? How do you figure out what mental state you're living in? Are you living in Texas where your manifestations are prohibited, or are you living in Florida where you can get anything that you want instantly? In order to decipher what state you're living in, you have to take a look at your dominant thoughts and what is going on in your 3D reality. Are your dominant thoughts and your 3D reality reflecting that of you getting everything that you've ever wanted instantly and more? Or is it reflecting, well, the opposite? If you just said the opposite, girl, we will fix that right now for you. How do we move to Florida? How do we move into the state of the wish fulfilled? How do we move into a desired state where you get exactly what it is that you are desiring? Long story short, this is where discipline comes in. You need to be dominantly throughout the day, 90% of your day, 90% of the 24 hours that you are living, you need to be choosing thoughts that support your manifestation. If you are not doing that, you are living in the wrong state. You are living in Texas. Nothing against Texas, this is purely an example. You need to be dominantly thinking as the person who has their desire right now. It's like stepping into a new version of yourself mentally, whether that's through affirming, sassing, scripting, visualizing, or simply feeling into the state. Here's where people mess up. They flip-flop between states. They are not serving one master. This is referencing Neville Goddard's "You cannot serve two masters." You may be affirming a few times a day, but then you go back to stressing about your 3D reality. You are reacting, you're worrying, you're complaining. That is you bouncing from your new desired state to your old crappy state, the one that you do not want to live in anymore. Why would you do that? That is exactly why you are getting mixed results in your 3D reality. Guess what? It all starts from the inside before it shows up on the outside. Your state is a reflection of your thoughts. And the ones that you keep thinking out of habit ends up being your dominant state. If you are mentally all over the place, your 3D will reflect that exact chaos. To really lock in your desired state, you need to be choosing it over and over again. The more you choose it, the stronger it becomes. That is where discipline comes in. You have got to stay committed to the thoughts that support your manifestation. Think like the person who already has what they want consistently. The more often you choose to stay in that state, the more natural it becomes. If you are struggling to stay in it, it is because you're wavering. It's as simple as that. But if you keep making the choice to bring that negative thought, the one that goes against your manifestation, and turn it around to exactly what it is that you want, your desired state, you will quickly get that in your 3D reality. If you keep doing that over and over again, it eventually becomes your default state. You won't have to keep manifesting for it anymore. So if you're a little bit confused on the exact steps to take, follow this simple blueprint. We're gonna break it down into 3 easy steps. Step 1 is to clarify your wish. This might seem obvious, but you would be surprised about how vague people are when it comes to manifesting what they want. Take a journal or just close your eyes and ask yourself, what do I really want? If nothing was wrong, if no one could tell me no, if anything was possible, what would I want? Is it a promotion? Is it a loving relationship? Better health? Whatever it is, get crystal clear on it. Step number 2, physically step into that state. This is us quantum jumping into the state that we wish to live in. This sounds super sciencey and complicated, but I promise that it's very easy. All you need to do is, with me right now, mark in your mind that the second that you take a step, your next step is going to be you living in your desired reality. So for example, if we are manifesting an SP and we step into that state, we put our leg out and we physically take a step, literally like right now, we will enter into the state where we are in a committed relationship with that person. It is literally a fact in that reality, and we are stepping into that reality. And I want you to do something that I've never really shared before, but as you step and you step in it, and the second that you step in it, you feel it like it is actually here right now. What are the physical feelings and emotions that you have when you have stepped into that new reality and you realize now that you are in a committed relationship with the person that you love? I would feel fucking over the moon. I would feel so loved, so joyful, like I have a home, I feel understood, loved, supported. Whatever naturally you feel, as though literally your favorite person has told you, oh my God, you're actually in a relationship with this person. And how would you feel? That is the feeling that I want you to elicit. This can be for a couple of seconds or it could be for 5 minutes. Literally whatever naturally comes to you straight away as you step into that new reality and you know that you are literally in that reality right now. Whatever natural feelings happen and however long you do this for is perfect for you. Trust it. Feel it so intensely that it becomes real in your mind. Sink into that feeling. What does your life look like now? Who are you now? How are you behaving? What's different? Feel it all. Let those feelings rise to the surface. You want to feel as though you're about to explode from excitement and elation because you have this thing right now. Step number 3, live from that state daily. Now you need to carry that thought and that feeling throughout your daily life. Keep reminding yourself that the thing that you were desiring in the past has already happened in this reality. You can do this by affirming as much as possible throughout the day, visualizing, using sats, scripting, or simply reminding yourself that, holy fucking shit, I'm in the relationship with the love of my life. And how does it feel for me right now? You want to saturate your mind with this. Do this as much as possible throughout the day. I'm telling you, this is magic. Remember, your outer world reflects your inner world. When you live from the state of the wish fulfilled, your subconscious mind has no fucking choice but to align with that. All right, so the next module is called How to Live in the End. This is where your future becomes your present. You don't have to wait anymore. I'll show you what it means to live as the person who has already received all of their manifestations and they're just living out their best lives. This will catapult you to all of your desires. You are already the version of yourself who has received everything. All living in the end is you embodying the knowing that your desired reality has already happened. It's an emotional shift that aligns you to the reality that you want to live in. You literally quantum jump into that reality once you live in the end. And living in the end is simply deciding and knowing and internalizing and understanding. Basically, they all mean the same thing, that your reality is true right now. Just as true as I have brunette hair, that my name is Rita, that I live in Sydney. There's nothing I need to force when I say my name is Rita. There's nothing I need to force when I say my boyfriend's name is Stan. There's nothing I need to force when I say I live in Sydney, etc., etc. It is just a calm knowing. This is not wishful thinking. This is not delusion. It is a strategic approach to align your subconscious mind with your desires. When you know that your name is, insert your name here, do you question yourself whether that's your name or not? Like, obviously, you know your name. It is a calm knowing. That's it. It's just so simple that people can't grasp that it's that simple, that they overcomplicate it. It's really just that simple. Life really gets to be that easy. Rita, how do I know? Are some of the comments that I get on my channel. How do you know that your name is whatever your name is? How do I know that my name is Rita? Because it's a fact. I don't have to force myself to know it. It's just the reality in my life and I accept it into being. I have accepted that that is a fact in my reality. You have to accept your desire as a fact in your reality. Keep bringing it back to, this is my name, this is the truth, just as much as my desire is the truth. You are not acting as if to live in the end, because that's forcing it. You are already knowing that what you want, you have right now, and you will naturally start acting like that person. You do not need to put on a coat or buy yourself a fake YouTube plaque, whatever it is. That's child's play. Let's not do that unless it's fun for you and you're following your happiness. We're big boys, we're big girls, we're putting our big girl pants on, our big boy pants on, and we're getting to fucking adult business. We are knowing that in our reality, we have RSP, we have that financial freedom, we have that best friend, we have that clear skin, we have that height, we have that job, we have that long hair, we have those green eyes, we have that amazing house, we have that amazing car, whatever it may be. And you will automatically, like that, I'm telling you, bring yourself into that reality. And from that point, whatever route you wish to take is you acting as if, but you're not acting as if. You are now living out that parallel reality that will take you to that house, that car, that job, that financial freedom, that person, that best friend, the hair, the green eyes, the skin, the height, whatever it is. Your only job is to keep reminding yourself that you have this thing right now. It is a fact in your reality right now. You can do that by robotic affirming, you can do that by scripting, by visualizing. Lately, I have literally just been reminding myself, this is a fact in my reality. I think that is the clearest way, the purest way you can remind yourself that you are in that state right now. You are in that reality right now. That reality is not something that you're running towards. It is a fact right now. Whatever day you're watching this, whatever second that you're watching this, whatever moment that you're watching this right now. As soon as you start to feel like you're grasping or yearning for this thing, we're not judging ourselves. We are using that as an alarm clock to remind ourselves that actually, I do have this thing. So whenever I feel the urge to be like, when is my 1 million subscribers coming? I will take a moment and be like, I have 1 million subscribers right now in this moment. Me having 1 million subscribers is just as true as my name being Rita. It's just as true as me living in Sydney. It's a fact. That's it. There's nothing else you need to do. And you believe in what you're saying. In the past, I said the most effective way is actually knowing that it is here right now. But I understand that some people can't grasp that. So it is the same thing as knowing that your desire is coming, but it is inevitable that it is coming. I just don't want you to stay stuck in the state of it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. I want you to know that as soon as you step into the state where you know you have this thing, it's gonna come to you instantly, right? But for you to help yourself sort of make sense of but it's not here right now, how do I figure it out? How do I get into the state? How do I live in the end? It is literally inevitable for this desire to come. It is coming. As soon as you start living in the end, it's going to be instant. The only person that you are waiting for is yourself and you getting into the state. You're not waiting for Neville Goddard, for God, for your subconscious mind, because your subconscious mind is not outside of you. The way that some people talk about the subconscious mind is like it's something outside of you and you're pandering to your subconscious mind. You're trying to make the subconscious mind like a sponge slurp up your desires are your reality. No, it's not that deep. Like, it was never that deep. It will never be that deep. It's just about you knowing that it is in your reality right now, / there's levels to this shit, guys. It's not just one way. Like, you don't need to just say it is here right now. If that is hard for you, it is okay to say it is coming. It's gonna be here any minute now. Or my favorite, it's literally going to instantly come into my life as soon as I successfully live in the end. And I'm successfully living in the end because I know for it to be true in my reality now. The truth of the reality is it is going to transpire into my life. It is inevitable. There's not a question of if, it's a question of when. And the question of when you can answer yourself by saying right now, in the best time possible, if you want to give yourself less resistance, because some people feel a little bit pressured when they say now. So you can say any minute now. For other people who are fire signs, I'm joking, and they want their stuff now, which there's nothing wrong with that, and I'm the same. You step into the state, or that's even too fancy of a saying. It's literally just you knowing that what you desire to be in your reality is in your reality right now. That's it. You just have to know it to be a fact. And when you have this calm feeling, there's nothing that you need to search anymore. There's no techniques that you need to do anymore. It's exactly when you know that you are successfully living in the end and you can just leave it and follow your happiness. Or you can keep reminding yourself until it comes. But I'm telling you, if you successfully do this, it's gonna come instantly. If you bring yourself back to, oh my God, but it's not here yet, when is it gonna come? You're not living in the end. You are living in the end of someone who's waiting for their manifestation. That's fine. You just use that as an alarm clock, as a reminder to be like, actually, this thing is in my reality right now. And you take just a moment to be like, it is true to be in my reality now, or it is coming any minute now. It is inevitable, right? That is all that living in the end is. Remember, your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less, period. This is a practice that requires consistency and faith, but the results are life-changing. The next segment is called How to Affirm to Get Your Desires Instantly. We're talking about what affirmations are. The very basics. Words hold power when your state backs them. Learn how to use your affirmations so they actually feel true and you believe them, so they can finally move your reality. Simply put, affirmations are statements that enforce your manifestation. For example, if we are manifesting an SP in our lives, we are getting specific about this. We have decided that that is exactly what we want. We want an SP in our lives, number one. Number two, we are deciding that it is already done. Number three, we are picking a technique, and this is where affirming comes in. If you have decided that affirming is the technique for you. Number four, we are following our happiness on a moment-to-moment basis. But let's rewind a little bit here. Affirming. If you have decided that that is exactly what you want to do to remind yourself that you are in a relationship with your SP, you are using affirmations or these statements as a form to remind yourself that you have this in the present moment right now. Affirming is not to get this manifestation. Affirming is to remind yourself that right now you have it. These affirmations are used to reshape your mindset and perceptions in a way that aligns with your desires and goals. When consistently repeated, these affirmations can influence your thoughts, actions, and ultimately your experiences. Affirmations can be short, like I am in a committed relationship with SP, or I am happy with my SP, or my SP loves me. Affirmations can be very long-winded if you'd like. Pick these affirmations to suit you. So if you talk in a way where you say, my SP is obsessed with me, say that. Or if it's natural for you to say, SP is in love with me, say that. An affirmation can be, I have this laptop. I have this laptop. I have this laptop. It can also be something emotionally charged, like I am happy with this laptop. This is to remind yourself that you have this laptop in the present moment, just like anything else that you want to manifest. It is not about repetition, it is about the meaning behind these words. For a beginner, I would suggest creating 1 to 5 affirmations that really resonate with you. There are an infinite amount of affirmations that you can say. I would do my research. The ones that pop out to you the most, the ones that excite you the most, I would recommend to handpick. Then I would pick a time, either in the morning or in the middle of the day when you have time, or in the evening, to repeat these affirmations to yourself for 5 minutes. Start it nice and slow. So let's say that we've picked these 3 affirmations. No matter what SP is doing or who he is with, he is obsessing over me. SP and I are in a happy, healthy, whole relationship. SP worships the ground I walk on. Now, I would keep saying these on a loop in your head or out loud for 5 minutes, time it, leave it, move on with your day. In the evening, let's say we have picked 3 money affirmations. You want to be financially free. I am financially free. Keep it nice and simple. I get paid to exist. I love that one. Any money that I spend comes back to me tenfold. Now we are saying those 3 affirmations on a loop, on a loop, on a loop for 5 minutes non-stop with a timer. We've done that, setting aside, going to sleep. That's it. Affirming is thinking or saying a sentence out loud that reflects that of the manifestation being here in your 3D reality right now. The next module is all about the cult classic robotic affirming. Sometimes you don't believe yet. Sometimes you're tired. Robotic affirming can still shift your subconscious. Here's what they are, when to use them, and how to use them efficiently. So what is robotic affirming? Robotic affirming is a sentence you repeat over and over again that implies you have what it is you are manifesting without believing it or feeling any emotion or making yourself get into the state of already having it. It is emotionless, passive, mindless repetition. We do this until it saturates our subconscious mind. When these affirmations become our dominant thoughts, when we dominantly think as the person who has whatever it is that you're manifesting, it will come into reality instantly. Yes, instantly. No matter what. No rules, no add-ons. The only rule is what you dominantly think about becomes your reality. What you focus on becomes your reality. What you give attention to becomes your reality. There is no other reality. The idea is that what we consistently repeat over and over again will penetrate our subconscious mind. There is no one in the sky deciding that If you think dominantly for 22 hours of the day, then you get your manifestation. But if you affirm for 21 hours of the day, you're not going to get your manifestation. It is not our job to decide. And in plain and simple terms, we don't know. All we know is it's been proven time and time and time and time again that what we dominantly think, meaning focus on, give our attention to, becomes a reality instantly. No matter what, period. Without feeling it, without believing it, without doing any other techniques, without bending over backwards for it. What we dominantly think about becomes our reality. The reality is whatever we dominantly think about throughout the day, throughout the night, throughout the 24 hours that you live and breathe on this planet. As long as you are breathing and alive, you are manifesting every single millisecond of every single hour of the day and night. Do robotic affirmations work? Yes. If you are consistently looking at a blank wall and all of your thoughts are on that blank wall, does it mean that that is all your life is? That is your reality? Yes. So taking away you looking at a blank wall and repeating, I am facing a blank wall, I am facing a blank wall, I am facing a blank wall. Your subconscious mind does not have eyes. Your subconscious mind does not know if you are wanting this thing, not wanting this thing, joking, saying it for fun, wanting it really bad, deserving it, thinks that you have a good self-concept. Any rule that you set on manifesting, your subconscious mind knows nothing. It has no eyes, it has no soul, because it is a part of you. It is you. It is you. Your subconscious mind is not outside of you. All your subconscious mind does is reflect back to you what you tell it, what you think, meaning what you tell it, because you are your subconscious mind. So if you are constantly telling yourself 24 hours of the day, I'm pretty, I'm pretty, I'm pretty, that is your only reality. Your subconscious mind has no choice but to reflect that back to you. We do not know how it happens. It is not our job to know. If you want to go into quantum physics, please be my guest. What we do know is that every person who has dominantly thought that they have this desired thing that they are manifesting, that is exactly what they have. That manifests into their reality, no matter what. No matter what their history is, their manifesting capabilities are, how good their self-concept is, no matter if you feel the feelings of already having it, no matter if you do the 369 method or not, or the whisper method or not. If your mind is mostly focused on that of you having this thing in any way, shape or form, like you imagining it, meaning visualizing it, seeing it as an image or a video in your mind, that's thinking. Whether you are scripting it, all of your attention is going on putting a pen to paper, whether you are falling asleep and thinking about it as you are drifting off, whether you are telling yourself over and over again, you have this thing in your reality now. Meaning, robotic affirmations. You will see it in your reality instantly. Do not prove to yourself that you've been affirming as much as possible throughout the day. Do not prove to me this or anyone else this. Your only job is to be professional, mindless, robotic. Say it over and over and over again as much as you possibly can without it getting in the way of your day-to-day life. People have manifested boyfriends, girlfriends, marriages, children, job opportunities, financial freedom, blowing up on YouTube, blowing up on TikTok, getting a free coffee, getting a lottery win, getting anything that their heart desires. There has been proof time and time again. Go on Tumblr, go on Twitter, go on YouTube success stories, robotic affirmations, go on Facebook, go on Reddit, go on anything that you can find. If you are doubting this, look at the success stories. Personally, I like looking at success stories on YouTube because it's real people with faces telling you exactly what they did and what they got out of it. Do not trust anyone that hasn't manifested consciously anything in their life. The reason why robotic affirming is so popular is because you do not need to do anything extra. There's no spirituality involved. It is pure, neutral, emotionless manifesting. It is nothing else. It is back to basics, keeping it as simple as possible for everyone involved. What you say in your mind or out loud, as much as possible throughout the day and night, will get you your manifestation instantly. Your manifestation is not on your lap right now if you are not experiencing your desire. Say you are manifesting an SP, you are robotically affirming I am in a committed relationship with SP, but you tell yourself you are consistently saying that, but it is not in your reality. You are not consistently affirming. Try again, keep going every single moment. It will have no choice but to manifest. Period. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. There's no, but what if I can manifest this or that? You're limitless if you are constantly telling yourself, if you are constantly thinking, I am in a committed relationship with SP, whether you believe in it or not, whether you feel anything when you say it or not, it doesn't matter. So why not take the stress out and just do nothing but physically think an affirmation that means nothing to you, because it means something to your subconscious mind. There's nothing extra to do. You're not dumb. Your subconscious mind is not dumb. So when you say I'm in a committed relationship with your SP, your subconscious mind judges nothing but what you tell it. If you are new to robotic affirming, if you're new to the law of assumption, or if you simply haven't tried robotic affirming in a long time, I highly urge for you to do this with one affirmation for 3 days. Pick one affirmation that signifies that you already have your desire, or you can pick an umbrella affirmation, especially if you're just starting out. Repeat it as much as possible throughout the day and night, and see what happens in 3 days. Without any expectation, without doing anything else, just repeating it in your mind or out loud as much as possible, without it distracting you from your day-to-day life. For example, you can affirm, everything in my life is perfect, and see what happens. What is SATS? That is the name of the next module. If you love overnight results, you're going to love this one. This is my favorite technique. SATS is one of the most powerful tools that Neville taught. It is his favorite technique too. This segment explains what it stands for, what it is, and exactly how to use it. So, what is SATS? SATS is an abbreviation for state akin to sleep. It was coined by Neville Goddard, who was a spiritual leader in the 1940s. He would speak about SATS in all of his lectures, in all of his books, and it seems like it was the most successful technique for him. Every single time he used it, he produced massive results. He got all of his desires in about 3 to 7 days, which is insane. I have had amazing instant success stories. One being literally a couple of days ago, I tried using SATS and the next day my video blew up. So it's really scary, and I'm still using it every single day, and my subscriber count is just growing and growing and growing. So what is state akin to sleep exactly? It's a state of consciousness that you feel that is basically the same feeling as drowsiness when we are falling asleep at night. In this state, our minds are so relaxed and open to suggestion, meaning that we can literally manifest anything by visualizing in this state, and we can get things so much faster with little to no effort. I want to talk about the ladder technique, which really highlights what SATS is. Neville Goddard would always talk about the ladder technique during his lectures. This technique is so important, but it was actually never spoken about in his books, which I find super interesting. But he would get people that attended his lectures to do this technique for 3 days. So he basically got them to fall asleep, visualizing themselves climbing a ladder every single night. The next day, he got them to affirm, I am not climbing a ladder. I am not climbing a ladder. I am not climbing a ladder. So he ended off his request with saying that if you did not climb a ladder within these 3 days in your 3D reality, do not come back to this lecture. Every single person came back to that lecture, which just goes to show how powerful SATS is. They literally affirmed against it for 3 days straight, and they still climbed a ladder. Now, when everyone came back to the lecture, Neville simply stated, you could have done the same thing visualizing being a millionaire. The same thing happened to me, but funny thing is it didn't even take me 3 days. I successfully fell asleep into the state of the wish fulfilled, and the next day I started seeing my video begin to blow up. Now, what did I do? I just had a vision of 100,000 subscribers. I did not have a feeling of happiness or excitement. I had no feeling at all. I was neutral about it. I neither believed it nor disbelieved it. It was just a vision in my mind, and I successfully transitioned from that drowsiness state just before you go to sleep into sleep with that vision in my mind on a constant loop until I fell asleep. And that's exactly what you need to do to successfully manifest anything using SATS. When I tell you my video literally was maybe on like 500 views with a couple of comments, it literally blew up. And I started seeing my view count, my comments, my subscribers just soar right after that. So to enter this state, Neville Goddard recommends to lie down in a comfortable position right before we're going to bed. Then we have to start imagining a scene that represents our desired outcome. Now, I suggest creating a 5-second loop that you can repeat over and over. I don't think that it's necessary to have a very long visualization. It needs to be something very simple. Neville Goddard believes that you should use all of your senses like smell, touch, taste, whatever, but I don't even believe that that's necessary, because when I started using this in SATS, all I saw was an image of Rita Kaminski and then 100K subscribers below that. I wanted to make it as simple as possible for myself because I do not have the energy to be sitting there and really thinking and feeling and imagining this scene. And when I tell you that even an image is enough, not even feeling as if you have it, just having that image in your mind as you're falling into sleep is enough. As we do this, we may begin to feel drowsy and even start feeling like we want to fall asleep. That's no problem at all. That's exactly what we want. That's the thing, is that our subconscious mind is going to continue to work throughout the night as we're sleeping. The key to success with this technique is that we should be practicing it every single night. As we are practicing this, we are reprogramming our subconscious mind to get that reality that we desire. Now, a couple of things to know. I don't believe that it's important, but I do believe that it helps if you feel like you know that that thing is yours now. But again, I didn't feel like this when I used SATS. In fact, I felt like I was fighting myself every single time I did do that, and my manifestation wouldn't come to fruition. It was only when I started imagining an image or a 5-second scene instead of me walking up to the computer, sitting down, opening my laptop, typing in Rita Kaminski on YouTube, then looking at my, profile picture, Rita Kaminski, and then looking down to 100K subscribers. Oh my God. And then I'm going to make myself feel this feeling of how would I feel if I saw that 100K subscribers? No. So an image or a 5-second loop, depending on what you want, will suffice. Now, stay akin to sleep doesn't necessarily mean you have to do it when you are falling asleep into the state of the wish fulfilled. You can be doing this while you're taking a shower, washing the dishes, walking. Do it whenever it feels right for you. But personally for me, it just took all of the pressure off knowing that I'm already going to sleep. I know that I'm going to be sleeping for 8 hours, and all I have to do is imagine what it is that I want in my mind, and it's going to come to me the next day, and my subconscious mind is going to be reprogramming for 8 hours. Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna take that. Now, another tip that I wanna suggest is going to sleep when you're actually drowsy and tired already. I know that that is not a reality for a lot of you. Sometimes you have to go to sleep at a specific time to wake up at a specific time. But if you can set your body clock and your sleep schedule in a manner where you know that you're going to be tired at 10 p.m. or whatever it is that you wanna go to sleep, that's really beneficial. Also, maybe having a chamomile tea or a relaxing tea, having some lavender around you, taking a nice relaxing shower, doing whatever it takes for you to feel calm and ready for bed is so helpful, because I would just remember doing sats when I was fully awake, and then adding on top of that, making myself imagine something would just stimulate my mind and I wouldn't be able to fall asleep. So that is such a hack to already be feeling drowsy. The only thing that you need to know that you have to create an image or a 5-second loop in your mind, a visualization that implies that you already have your desire and you want to carry that from consciousness to drowsiness to fully unconsciousness. And that means that you have successfully used sats, and your thing will literally come the next day. It's a marathon, not a sprint, so please don't beat yourself up if you have fallen asleep and you wake up the next morning and you're like, oh my God, I actually haven't used sats. That's okay. There's always a fresh night to keep starting again, and you got this. I literally knew about sats a year ago, and I would be on and off it for such a long time, and every time I do it, I'd know that I was practicing and getting better at it each and every single time, and now I feel like I really have mastered it. The next segment is all about visualization, what it is, how to use it, and the absolute power of this banger of a technique. There's a reason why The Secret hopped on about it. You don't need to be a movie director in your mind. Visualization can be simple and very effective when done the right way. This segment shows you how. Visualization in the context of manifesting and the law of assumption is a technique used to create a mental image or scenario of what you desire to manifest in your life. The idea is that by vividly imagining and experiencing your desired outcome in your mind, you can align your thoughts, emotions, and actions with that outcome, making it more likely to become reality. So this is how it typically works. You've specified what it is that you want to manifest in your 3D reality. You have step number 2, realize, understood, internalize that it is already done. Step number 3, you have picked a technique that is right for you. So let's say that it is visualizing, okay? It is then our job to distinguish when we want to do these visualization practices throughout the day. Do you want to do it in the morning? Do you want to do it in the middle of the day? Do you want to do it in the evening? Do you want to do a mix of both of those 3 things, or anywhere in between when you're bored? The choice is up to you. All that matters is if you are comfortable and excited about doing it at that point in time. There were days when I would be doing it in the mornings because I had more energy. There would be times when I would be visualizing in the evenings because I had more time to myself, and evenings for me is more of like a mystical type of time of the day where I'm not bothered by anyone and I just have this like space, this environment to myself. Then we are picking either an image or a 5-second scene. So for example, we are manifesting our SP to propose to us. Now we are picking a scene that signifies this. Usually your subconscious mind will pop up a scene in your head as you're thinking about this, right? Your subconscious mind is working for you, not against you. So it will show you the perfect scene for you. It might pop up straight away as you're thinking of this manifestation. It might pop up later on. No stress. You can get ideas from other people, but what matters is if you hear or you think about a specific scene that resonates the most with you, that should be your go-to. That is your subconscious mind telling you, hey, this is what's going to penetrate me the most. Again, I am not restricting you. If you are wanting to go by another visualization scene, all power to you. Now we are sitting down or laying down or standing up. Really, it doesn't matter, whatever is the most comfortable for you. We are closing our eyes and we are imagining in the clearest detail that this person has proposed to us. So for example, if I'm manifesting this, my mind goes straight to the beach. My SP bending down one knee and opening the box, right? That's it. That's 5 seconds. That's all you need. So I'm closing my eyes, not disturbed by anyone, and I am seeing that image play out in my head. I'm first person looking at this scene being carried out. Now you can visualize in third person. I have done this so much and I have manifested everything that I have visualized. Third person, first person, it does not matter. We are playing this scene for as long as you are comfortable with, but I would like to get started with 17 seconds. The thing that matters the most is that you are clear in that which you are seeing in your mind, and number two, you are feeling that manifestation being yours right now. So I would keep looping that same scene of my SP on the beach, bending his knee down, opening the box, which implies that he's proposing to me. I would make it look as clear as possible, and I would put myself in the situation where right now that is exactly what happened and how would I feel. Now Neville Goddard says to really clarify how everything would smell, taste, touch, all of the 5 senses, but I don't think that that is necessary. I think that you can get it as clear as possible, but if it is too hard, then that is more than okay. It is more important to feel comfortable and easy while you're visualizing than putting stress on yourself and then just giving up. Most of my manifestations that have come true while visualizing were not perfect, vivid scenes, right? But the closer that we can get to that, the better. So it's all just a matter of practice. Speaking of practice, I would suggest to do this for about 17 seconds to 5 minutes in the morning or in the evening, and keep repeating it every single day until you see it in your 3D reality. You can do it for more than 5 minutes. You can do it in the morning, in the evening, and in the middle of the day. You can do it however way that you want. The reason why we are doing this technique is to see this visually play out in our mind, knowing that right now it is already done. If you have done those 2 things while repeating and doing this every single day until it comes into your fruition, you have won. The next segment is called How to Script. Now, writing and words are alchemy. Here you will learn what scripting is, why it is so essential and helpful in your manifesting journey, and how to do it in a way where it locks in your desired reality and dissolves your old crappy circumstances. How do you script to get your manifestation instantly? Scripting is simply a technique used to manifest your desires. Keep in mind, scripting is the same as any other technique. It is a tool to remind yourself that it is already done. Just like you would affirm and say out loud, I have $100,000, or you visualize opening up $100,000 in your bank account, you are writing in present tense, I have $100,000. There are two ways in which you can go about scripting. Freeform scripting that really does go into sort of a diary entry, or we are simply writing down our affirmations on paper. So let's say that we are writing a diary entry. We are getting into the state of the person that has $100,000 if that's what we're manifesting. So we are writing in the present tense just like you would if you were writing in a diary entry of what you did today or how you feel or anything that pops up in your mind that you would like to write. There are no strict rules about this. So for example, I would write, I'm so happy I have $100,000 in my bank account right now. Like, I can literally do anything that I want with that money. I can go get a boob job. I can book a year's trip to Europe. I can put a down payment on a house. I can pay off my student loans. I can do so many things and I feel so grateful for this money. Like, the doors of possibilities are literally completely open and I literally feel so happy. I feel so free. I feel so grateful. That was literally off the rip. So if I was to be scripting $100,000, that's what I would be physically writing, right? And as I am writing these things, I am knowing that in this present current moment right now, I just have this inner internalized knowing that every single letter, every single word, sentence, everything is in the present moment. It has value, what I'm saying. It is the truth. So I'm not writing to get something. I'm writing because I'm literally just writing in a diary. The second way that you can go about this is to pick 1 to 5 affirmations and literally just keep repeating them on a piece of paper until you run out of a page, right? And as you're writing this down, you are knowing that you are having this thing. So if you pick 5 affirmations being, I have $100,000, I'm financially free, blah, 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 blah. We are writing, I have $100,000. I am financially free. 3rd affirmation, 4th affirmation, 5th affirmation. Going back to the first one, I have $100,000. I feel financially free. And we are writing that and writing that and writing that until the page has been filled. You can pick between the two, or you can literally do a diary entry in the morning and then write down your affirmations during the evening, or you can oscillate between the two every single day, or you can pick the diary entry right now, get sick of it, and then pick the affirmations type of scripting in a month. There is no certain rule for this. Again, it is all about personal preference and what fits for you in this current moment in time. For example, at one point of my life, and this is literally me just going by my moods, I didn't want to create stale affirmations, right? I just wanted in the morning to write down a diary entry of a full page of me being in the state of being financially free. Then I was like, this is too freeform for me. I want a little bit of stability. I want a little bit of structure. So I picked 5 affirmations and then I did it that way for a couple of weeks, right? It is not about the technique. It is about your mood. How does it feel when you are doing that technique? You are not doing the 55x5 method and after writing a page of that, you're going to get your manifestations. You are in the state of already having that thing. So that shouldn't be an issue for you. I like scripting because my thoughts can get wild sometimes. So I like seeing the physical sentences of what it is that I'm manifesting. I feel like as I'm writing, to me, it's a way of concreting that manifestation into existence even more. When scripting, you write your desires as if they have already been achieved. For example, I'm so grateful for my successful career, or I am in a loving and fulfilling relationship. Also, be specific. The more detailed and specific you are in your scripting, the clearer your intentions become. Feel your emotions. As you write, try to genuinely feel the emotions associated with achieving your goals. This can help reinforce your belief in their attainment. Consistency. Many people practice scripting on a daily basis to reinforce their intentions and maintain a positive focus. So if you've never scripted before, or you just haven't done it in a hot minute, I highly recommend for you to take up this challenge and script for an entire week one thing that you want to manifest. And please let me know how it goes in the comment section down below. The next segment is called How to Properly Use Subliminals. We're going to be talking about what they are and how to actually listen to them. May sound easy, but it's not. There's a little bit of secrets in this niche that you may want to know about. Yeah. Believe it or not, there is actually a correct way of listening to subliminals so your subconscious mind absorbs it with ease. This segment teaches you that strategy. One remarkable but true story that gained widespread traction and attention involves a dog named Daisy and a woman named Claire. Claire Guest, a British woman, was the CEO of Medical Detection Dogs, an organization that trains dogs to detect various medical conditions, including cancer. In 2009, Claire was going about her day when all of a sudden her pet Labrador Daisy started behaving strangely. Daisy started to nuzzle, paw, and act persistently towards Claire's chest. Claire dismissed this as odd behavior at first, but Daisy's persistence made Claire pay closer attention. Curious about Daisy's behavior, Claire decided to pay a visit to the doctor. After a series of medical tests, Claire was found to have early stages of breast cancer. What does this have to do with subliminals? Just like dogs can sniff out early stages of cancer or can hear high-pitched noises that humans cannot hear, our subconscious minds can hear subliminals. And those subliminals, those affirmations that we will get into, penetrate the subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is a sponge. Just because you cannot hear the positive affirmations does not mean that your subconscious mind is not going to work while you walk to work, go to sleep. So what exactly are subliminals? Subliminals are messages or stimuli designed to bypass the conscious mind and directly influence the subconscious. They come in various forms, including visual, audio, and text-based messages. It's not just what you see on YouTube, if you are familiar with subliminals in this law of assumption community. The key is to tap into your subconscious mind to reshape your beliefs and habits positively, ultimately reshaping your world as you know it. There are different types of subliminals. Get the perfect self-concept subliminal, glow up subliminal, get your SP subliminal. The list goes on. Before you start using subliminals, it is crucial to set clear intentions. Ask yourself, what do you want to achieve? Whether it's boosting confidence, attracting success, improving health. Having a specific goal will guide your subliminal journey. Now, it is important to note that not all subliminals are created equally. It is essential to choose ones that align with your goals. Look for high quality subliminals from reputable creators and make sure that there is a PDF attached in the description box and that the affirmations resonate with you. Reading comments can also help you find subliminals that have also worked for others. So rule number one to listening to subliminals: consistency is key. Incorporate subliminals into your daily routine, whether it's getting up in the morning, getting ready, while you're exercising, or before bedtime. The more consistent you are, the more likely you will see positive results. It is the same thing as affirmation. You can set an assumption for yourself that you can listen to something once and instantly you will have that thing. And I'm not taking anything away from that. However, just like we can do the same thing for affirmations or any other technique, we want to work with ourselves, right? So while we are working and developing, having instant results, we also want to penetrate our subconscious mind. We want to hand in hand work on being masters at manifesting, but not being limited to just doing something once and that's it. Cool, we're working on being masters at manifesting, but also let me do my best to saturate my subconscious mind, and then trust that that is enough. It's like, yeah, I can affirm everything is perfect in 1950 and still have the effects of that come into my life in 2023. However, I'm going to pivot if I'm seeing that my affirmation isn't working. I'm going to, step number one, assume that everything that I manifest is instant. Everything that I listen to, every subliminal that I listen to is instant. And at the same time, I'm going to work with myself, knowing that the more I help myself, the better. I'm going to listen and watch the results unfold in front of me and act accordingly. If I see that I've done something once and the fruits of my labor have already come to fruition, cool, I'm just gonna do it once. But while I'm not seeing the result in my 3D reality yet, you're goddamn right I'm gonna be saturating my subconscious mind. The same thing goes for subliminals. Your conscious mind might be listening to music or thunder, but there is so much going on in the background. Again, your subconscious mind is taking all of those affirmations in like a sponge. Remember, your subconscious mind is literally like a dog, able to pick up on higher frequencies that you can't even hear. Now, you might be wondering how to properly start using subliminals, aside from the fact that you have to listen to them consistently. As a beginner, I suggest pre-made subliminals. But this is so essential when choosing one. Make sure that the subliminal aligns with you and that you're picking one that has positive reviews. I usually go for the ones that have a lot of views. I don't listen to subliminals that have 5 views and like no comments, because you never truly know someone's intentions. There might be an affirmation that you really do not resonate with. Another way when you're feeling a little bit more advanced is to create your own personalized subliminal. Identify your goals, create positive affirmations, and overlay them onto relaxing music or your favorite music or white noise like thunder, rain, waves, bubbles, etc. This is really great because you can actually customize exactly what it is that you want all into one packaged subliminal. So you can listen to your own that covers weight loss, SP, financial freedom, anything else you might want to manifest. And the magic about it is you get to pick your own affirmation, whether you are listening to pre-made subliminals or subliminals that you made by yourself. Listen daily to reinforce those results. Another really important thing that I want to mention, I believe the best way to listen to subliminals properly, correctly, is to listen to them with noise cancelling headphones or noise cancelling AirPods. That sounds very specific, but what ends up happening is you are cancelling all of the sound around you. You are literally like putting that sound inside of your brain almost. Your subconscious mind can literally hear those affirmations that much clearer. I don't feel like I got as many results when I was just listening to it in the car or when I was getting ready and I couldn't find my AirPods. If you don't have expensive noise cancelling headphones, that's totally fine. Any types of earpods work just fine. It's so much better than just listening to subliminals without anything in your ear. Another thing that I want to mention is when you start listening to subliminals and they make you feel a little bit woozy, they make you feel negative some type of way. I listened to one subliminal, and I don't mean to scare you, but this is just a warning to be highly selective with your subliminals. I listened to one and I had one of the worst nightmares of my life, but don't let that scare you from never listening to subliminals again. That was just a bad subliminal. Listen to subliminals that make you either feel neutral or feel good, excited, hyped up, because the results are extreme. You will begin thinking like the person who has their SP. For example, if you're listening to a SP subliminal, has clear skin. It's not that you're gonna start acting as if, you're literally going to be that person and you will have instant results. And it's no pretending anymore. You will just start thinking like that person. Like, I know exactly what to do with my SP. I know exactly what to eat, what not to eat, what sunscreen to pick, what skincare routine to have. If it's long hair, you'll start getting products mailed to you, or you will literally just wake up the next morning and your hair is 5 inches longer. There are no restrictions to this. Hell, you can listen to it once, just like affirming once or assuming something once or getting into the state once. You can literally step into a new reality. You can reality shift instantly. But again, we're working with ourselves, not against ourselves. So we want to do everything in our power to help ourselves. I really genuinely believe that. So if we have an inspired action to buy this specific skincare product, or text this SP or not text this SP, or say something funny or cute or whatever, just know that that's also coming from you being in the state of already having. So it's not like you're a try hard or anything. You are literally just naturally having those specific thoughts that are going to lead you to your manifestation. So the key points of listening to subliminals correctly is be intentional about what you want. Select the subliminals that you actually want to come into your life. Like if you would listen to one thing, if it just falls in your lap right now, would you be happy with that? Because these results are fucking scary. They're fucking instantaneous. Be selective with your subliminals. Read the comments. Make sure that the subliminal already has a lot of views or come from reputable subliminal makers. What is self-concept? Self-concept is a blueprint to your entire life. I made an entire course about it. Check it out at ritakaminski.com or in the very first link in the description box down below. Shift this and everything shifts. Let's dive into the identity part of manifesting. This next module is called Circumstances Do Not Matter. First of all, I'm gonna knock it out of the park and answer this question straight away. Is self-concept important for manifesting your desires? It is not, but it sure as shit does help. Really think about it. When you think that you are worthy and deserving of every single thing, it's going to come to you because you know that you are deserving of it. I just remember manifesting when I had a lower self-concept versus really working on my self-concept and then manifesting. My guy, it literally came to me in 1 second. Fell on my lap. So what is self-concept? Self-concept is our attitudes, our beliefs, and our thoughts that we have about ourselves. It's basically how we see ourselves, how we value ourselves, our self-worth, our identity. If we grew up with parents that constantly criticized us, we may have grown up having a low self-concept because we had that experience of speaking up and our mom or our dad being like, you're wrong right now, you shouldn't be saying that. We grow up and we think that what we're saying is not enough. What we're doing is not enough. On the complete other side of the spectrum, if we had parents that completely encouraged us and were super positive, we will have a banging self-concept because every single thing that we did was celebrated and encouraged. So how do we improve our self-concept? Recognize yourself as a human being that was innately born worthy. When you look at a child, are they not good enough? They're a child. They are perfect in the way that they are because that's who they are. They were born like that. They don't have to do or say anything specifically to be worthy. They just are because they exist. That doesn't go away. Your thoughts and your actions and everything that you desire is more than enough, and it's actually perfect. And step number 1 to an amazing self-concept is recognizing that we are good enough because we innately are. We are who we are, regardless of the experiences that we have had and the traumas that we have experienced. We are pure heart. Nothing can take that away from us. Number 2, we have to recognize that every single conditioning that we have had from our parents, from the media, from anywhere else is not true. If it doesn't feel good, it is a lie. Let's say you're talking to a really cute guy and you literally have no idea what to say. Your first thought, if you have a low self-concept, might be, I'm not good enough for this guy. I don't even know what to say in this conversation. I'm so boring. I literally have the personality of a chalkboard. Ask yourself, is this ultimately true? Was this written up in the skies? No. Is this the ultimate truth? No, it is not, because we get to decide what the ultimate truth is for us. Whatever does come up in conversation or doesn't come up in conversation is actually literally perfect, because that's how I was born, because those are the ideas that are coming out of my mind. You don't have to run 10,000 miles or prove yourself to be deserving of whatever you want in this world. When we recognize that, we don't compete with anyone, we don't run after anyone, we are literally so at peace within ourselves that all we're doing is living our happiest life moment to moment. Number 3, it's recognizing that there is literally no one like you on this planet. There is no combination that anyone can have that is going to be exactly like you. And the way that you are born was absolutely perfect to your specific life. We have those specific qualities for the realization of those realities. So if you are looking at Bella Hadid thinking, oh my God, she's skinnier than me, she has flawless skin, she's more successful than me, because she is on her timeline and everything that she has right now is for her, but that has nothing to do with you. Because number 1, do you even really think about it? Do you even really want specifically what she wants? Do you want her life? I wouldn't want a mom like Yolanda Hadid, first of all. Secondly, I don't think that if you actually look at her life, not saying that it's a crap life, it's incredible, it's amazing, but you have your unique journey, your unique path, and you are literally the hero of your story, your journey. My sushi just got delivered. As Indigo Dietrich says, girl, you are a one of one. There is literally no one like you. She's cute, but does she have your laugh? Does she have your eyes? Does she have your sense of humor? Does she have the knowledge and experience that you have? All of the combination of the things that you have inside of yourself and outside of yourself. Every single thing about you is absolutely perfect. No one can take that away from you. So when we start nurturing every single bit, nook and cranny of ourselves, you will begin to see people actually admiring you like they admire Bella Hadid. Do you know why? Because you are watering and flowering and taking care of the best qualities about you, and they are just growing and growing and growing. And when we start highlighting the love that we have for our characteristics, whether it's on the inside or the outside, we start to bloom and grow, and we start seeing ourselves as a celebrity. We start seeing ourselves as the main character, and ultimately seeing that we deserve every single thing that we want in our lives. It doesn't matter what Jane Doe has going on over there. She can literally be the most followed person on Instagram. But she's not me though. But she's not me though. You are innately worthy because you are. You don't have to go to the gym. You don't have to put on makeup. You don't have to lose weight. You don't have to read 10,000 million books, and you don't have to watch every single self-development YouTube video and every single how to date the alpha male YouTube video in order for that man to love you, in order for your friends to admire you. What is the reason that we are manifesting anything? It is ultimately to feel good at the end of the day. Everything interlinks together. When you realize that you are worthy and deserving of all good things, you're like, oh, so there's really no work for me to do. Like, I'm just living my happiest life now, knowing that I'm deserving of this man regardless. So he's mine. It's already done, period. And watch how literally he will come begging for you. I was so wanting to impress my YouTube audience for years. I would go above and beyond, and I would just not be myself, because I thought that I had to be a specific personality. I thought that I had to be overly animated. I thought that I had to do brrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrr there's gonna be people that are gonna like me, for my energy, for who I am as a person. And as soon as I started working on my self-concept and knowing that I am innately deserving and worthy of all good things, I can't count how many people have said, you have the best personality, I love your energy, you are my favorite YouTuber. I didn't even manifest for those things. What I was manifesting for was 100K subscribers. But simultaneously, I started working on my self-concept, knowing that I can literally take off all of this background. I can take my makeup off. I can literally take this blazer off right now. I can do every single thing. Take this mic off, whatever. I am innately worthy because I am. Have you ever seen those girls that literally don't do anything, but men literally just drool over them? Or on TikTok, someone literally doesn't do anything. They're just staring at the camera. They don't have any makeup on. Maybe they're lip syncing, but they're doing it out of like having fun and just having a good time, not to impress anyone, not to get views, not to be like, look at me, look how beautiful I am, whatever. Their shit blows up. I remember there was a trend where men would literally just stare at the camera and it would just be nothing. And like, there would be like 4 million, 5 million likes. It's not about like how you portray yourself, it's about your energy. It's about knowing that you are that bitch, you are that guy, and that's it, period. I don't have to go above and beyond. I can be myself, and that is enough. Matter of fact, that is more than enough. The Wiz Liz, the epitome of self-concept, right? Comes on YouTube once a month, drops a banger, gets 3 million, 4 million views, and just drops off the face of the planet, comes back again with another banger, because she knows I don't have to bend over backwards. And this was her with 1 subscriber. I don't have to go on WikiHow and look at how can I be the best YouTuber, the most viewed YouTuber. I'm just following my intuition and what makes me happy, knowing that whatever it is that I do and whatever it is that comes out of my personality is innately enough. And like, it's exactly the same with your manifestations. Don't get me wrong, you can try every single technique under the sun. But if you have a high self-concept, you will be able to trust yourself enough to know that you are a master manifester. So no matter if I'm doing the 17-second manifesting method, or I am affirming 24/7, or I'm doing SATs, or whatever it is, no matter what I do, or if I don't do anything at all and I just assume I'm in the state of the wish fulfilled and I know that it's already done, I am confident that that's what is going to get my manifestation. That's what's going to get what I want, because it's me. I have a high self-concept. I'm perfect, meaning I am a perfect master manifester. So of course it's going to come to me because I know exactly what to do. So many of you guys are commenting under my videos being like, but you know, there's this circumstance, and what if I do this and say this, and can I affirm this way? Can I do sats this way? Like, if you have a high self-concept, you will not be asking anyone shit. You will just be following your intuition, knowing that that is the most perfect thing to do, and that is exactly what is going to work. And it's not necessarily the thing that you're doing, it's the confidence of you doing that thing. So it's like, no matter what I do, that is perfect. What I say in my YouTube videos is perfect because it's coming from me, because I have a high self-concept. What I wear is literally the best thing that anyone could ever wear because it's coming from me. It's coming from my creative vision. Therefore, it's fucking perfect. What I choose to do with my free time is the most perfect thing because it's coming from me. It's coming from my decision. I'm not affected by anyone. I'm not taking anyone's advice. Why would I need to take advice from someone else when I know that my intuition is perfect? My decisions are perfect. Get your self-concept up. You cannot do any wrong in any circumstance, in any category. And once you know that, once you have that self-love, whatever you want is going to come to you. So you can post once every 6 months and you will get 10 million views, because it's not about what you do. It is your energy. It is you knowing, believing, and thinking that you are that bitch, because you are that bitch. So it's not necessary to have self-concept to manifest what you want, but it's really damn important. Like, I mean, it's really up there. Every single action, every single day is going to be coming from your higher self, because you know that right now I'm enough. Now, when my self-concept was low, Subliminals helped me so much. I will link down below the subliminal that absolutely helped me so much. Like, it was the most powerful. And literally also anything by Egtopia. I absolutely love Egtopia's channel as well. What also helped me was journaling every single morning. 5 things that I love about myself, whether it is external or internal. Like, I love how I joke around with my one friend. I literally make up the funniest, wittiest things to say. And you begin to really have this perception of yourself, like, really, yeah, like I really am that bitch. You have to be such a stone solid wall that literally anything can try to come up against you and you will literally not move, because you know the ultimate truth, that being, you are fucking perfect in every single aspect. Now, another aspect of self-concept is knowing that you are the operant power. You are a master manifestor. You are the creator of your world. You are not a victim. And that stems also from self-concept, knowing I am powerful. I am the operant power of my reality. I can get anything that I want with a snap of a finger. That's it. Circumstances are old news, and that may be hard to remember when your 3D keeps slapping you in the face all the time. This segment helps you to stop your reality, your 3D, to bully you. Stop letting it intimidate you so you can keep your power. The idea is that the law of assumption emphasizes is that circumstances do not matter, and they don't. This means that regardless of the situation, we have the ability to change our circumstances by the thoughts that we think and our assumptions. So instead of focusing on the negative that we see in our day-to-day life, the law of assumption encourages us to look at the positive things that we do see in our lives and also ignore the things that we don't want and manifest and think thoughts that tailor to what it is that we do want to see in our 3D reality. Anything that you do not want to see in your reality literally does not matter, like at all. So I heard this analogy from Indigo Dietrich, who I absolutely love. She is a law of assumption genius, and her analogy was, when you look in a mirror to apply lipstick, you're not waiting for the reflection to put on the lipstick for you. You are taking your hand, taking the lid off, and you're applying it, and you're looking at yourself in the reflection of the mirror, applying it. You're not standing there and looking at the mirror to apply the lipstick for you. It's the same thing as looking for validation in the 3D. You have to understand that it all starts from your mind, meaning you want to manifest a specific thing, you are manifesting it inside of your head first, and then the 3D reality will catch up. You're not looking to the 3D and you're not being affected by whatever it is that you thought previously and thinking, oh, this is my reality, this is literally it. No, everything starts from your mind. Everything that you're seeing right now was just a past manifestation, was just a past thought that you had in your head previously. And as I'm gonna go further, I'm going to tell you how that's doo-doo caca. Like, that is literally poo-poo bumhole previous thoughts that we don't care about. So we are not looking at the 3D at all, because it's literally everything that has been in our minds previously. So we are concentrating on what is on our mind right now. So our 3D will reflect that in a couple of moments. Give us some time. We are not manifesting for a second and then looking at the 3D reality for confirmation. No. The 3D reality is literally just like the bottom of the totem pole in terms of manifestations. The only validation you should be getting is the validation from your mind, knowing that it is already done. You should not manifest with the goal to have it out into the 3D. The only goal, and I mean the only goal, is to see it in your imagination first. Listen, manifestation is not this. Visualize and affirm, see it in my 3D, be happy in my 3D. No, it's actually this. Visualize and affirm, or whatever technique that you want to use. See it in my imagination. Be happy in my imagination. And as a byproduct, it will manifest in my 3D. To reiterate, it is not your 3D, that is the validation. The 3D reality is just a reflection of your previous poopy butthole thoughts. They're stanky and old and no one cares about them and no one wants them. What is the validation? The validation is the 60,000 to 80,000 thoughts that you think within the day. That is what should be the real circumstances, bitch. So instead of focusing on the fact that he has you blocked, focus on the thoughts that you are having about that specific topic. What are you thinking about the fact that he has you blocked? Are you messaging me and being like, Rita, oh my God, what do I do? He's blocked me. Or are you staying firm in your manifestations? Are you staying firm in your thoughts and saying that he's obsessed with me, he's addicted to me, he's literally fiending for me, he cannot think about anything else on this planet except for me? The thought of being blocked shouldn't even come into your vocabulary, bitch, because how the fuck does anyone block you? First of all, like, work on your self-concept. Secondly, that makes absolutely no sense because he's in love with you. So how can he literally block you? It's like me messaging my boyfriend right now, who is absolutely obsessed with me, by the way, and saying, babe, why do you have me blocked? He'll be like, are you okay? Like, do you need some sleep? Do you want some food? Like, because obviously, how the fuck does he block me? Like, it literally does not make any sense because he is in love with me. He's obsessed with me. He's messaging me all the time. He wants to be with me all the time. So the word blocked isn't even in my vocabulary. Let's say you want to manifest a new job. Maybe you're currently unemployed or you're at a job that you really just don't enjoy. Instead of focusing on your current circumstances and going into work and being like, oh my God, I hate my life. Why am I still at my job? Oh my God, my boss, oh my God, my co-workers, I should be further along in life, like what the hell is going on? This current situation and circumstance is a product of our thoughts from the past. We're disregarding all of that. We are feeling happy and making the most of the present moment. Yes, we are, because we deserve that. But also, we are assuming that we have found the most perfect job for us that is literally the best role. It fulfills your purpose. You have the best income. You are working with the best people and you literally have the best boss. Matter of fact, we can manifest anything. You are the boss. You are the boss of the company. You have your own business or whatever it is that you want. The world is your oyster. Honestly, when I say that, I mean it from the bottom of my heart. We are ignoring where we're working and we're using techniques such as visualizing or affirming or satsing or whatever it is that you want to use to imply the fact that my reality right now in this current moment, my 3D reality is actually that of working for the employer that I want. I have the most bossin benefits. That signal will be received and reflected into a job offer because that's how it is, because mountains will move in order for your manifestation to come into fruition, to come into reality. Okay, so what happens if your circumstances trigger you? The only solution to this problem is to turn the other cheek. Although these circumstances are triggering and they are the byproduct of your previous thoughts, you deserve to be happy now, and you can find anything in this moment to make yourself happy, whether it's listening to music, texting your best friend right now, going on TikTok, having a glass of wine. I mean, not at work. Maybe if you work at a bar. You are finding the best things to make you the happiest in this current moment, and we are listening to our internal guidance system moment to moment. Whenever you don't know, literally, and this helps me more than you know, is to drop everything, and this can take a second. You can do this at work, you can do this wherever, and just ask yourself, what is it that I want to do right now? The first thought that comes into your brain is the thing that you should be doing. Right now, I want to finish filming this YouTube video. Literally, as I'm speaking, I kind of have an urge to order some sushi or maybe some crab legs. I am listening to what makes me feel good. You guys don't even understand that by doing this, it releases all resistance and it gives you the permission to receive your manifestations now, because why are we manifesting everything that we're manifesting? For the fulfillment of our happiness. So why not be happy now? It literally shows to your subconscious mind that you already have this thing. Also, you're gonna be moving into the reality that you want right now, so it doesn't even matter what is happening in the 3D. Again, the 3D reality is literally just a garbage dump of your previous thoughts, and they have nothing to do with you or your manifestations right now. I also really like this example from Roxy Talks, where she mentions that your 3D reality is like your little brother. Say for example, you want to go to 7-Eleven with your best mate and your mom is like, oh, like make sure you bring your little 8-year-old brother. So you're walking to 7-Eleven, right? And your brother is tagging along behind you, but he's like a couple steps back. He's doing his own thing. You're just chopping it up with your best mate. You don't want to be waiting for him. You're just going to 7-Eleven, and you know that your 3D, I mean your 8-year-old brother is right behind you. So, you know, you're looking back, you're like, yeah, you know, I'm looking back, I'm taking care of you, whatever. But I know that you're going to eventually catch up behind us and be at 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven meaning your desire. Heaven and earth will move, forces will move. You'll meet the right people, you'll receive the right opportunities, you'll be at the exact right place at the exact right time. This might be shocking to some of y'all law of assumption folk who has been doing law of assumption for a long time and have been through it with people telling you that you need to be affirming 24/7, because that is not the fact. You do realize that you can follow your happiness, and your mind is smarter than you think. You do not need to be affirming and flipping your thoughts 24/7. Look, tell me how that felt. Me, Rita Kaminski, know that you have tried this. So tell me really, no, how did it go for you? Honestly, exactly. You do realize that your mind is smarter than you actually think, right? Your mind will do all of the work for you. You do not need to be flipping the thoughts yourself. I'm telling you, all you need to do is follow your happiness moment to moment. You know what that's telling to your subconscious mind? You have everything that you want right now, and guess what? You're gonna get because of that. You're gonna get more of what it is that you want. In conclusion, the law of assumption teaches us that our circumstances literally do not matter, and our thoughts have the power to shape our reality in the way that we want. So the next time you find yourself focusing on your current present circumstances that are triggering you, remember that the 3D reality, your current circumstances literally do not matter. It is what you are thinking in this current moment. That is all that matters, I'm telling you guys. Instead, focus on your assumptions, focus on what it is that you want, and know that it is already done. Once you recognize that it is already done, and pick the techniques that remind you of that fact, and do what makes you happy on a moment-to-moment basis, because obviously it is already done, so why would I not do what makes me happy? Like, I'm manifesting what I'm manifesting for the fulfillment of my desires and for the fulfillment of my happiness. So why not be happy now? That is literally the key of you getting everything that you want. This next module is called How to Ignore the 3D. Ignoring your reality is a certified skill, and it takes a few practices in getting this right sometimes. So I have shared with you guys a step-by-step way of doing this. This helps me on a day-to-day basis. Here you learn how to disengage from what you don't want and refocus on your end. The way that you practice non-reaction is the same way that you are ignoring what is going on in the background. My partner mowing the lawn behind us. It's not like you completely cancel out a sound, like you can still hear it. However, you are not letting it affect you. You are simply pretending as though it is not there. You are not reacting to it by thinking about it or acting or complaining or putting your attention onto that. You hear the lawnmower, you recognize it, okay, cool, I'm not crazy, I can hear it, it's in my reality. However, I know that if I don't react to it and I keep putting my focus back onto what Rita is talking about, that sound is going to go away. Watch it go away. There we go. So by you literally ignoring absolutely everything that you do not like in your reality, trust me, I swear to you, it is going to go away. The way that we do this is by practicing non-reaction. This is as easy as not complaining about the situation that you are experiencing that you don't like, not giving it any attention in your mind. So that could mean two things. You can either flip the thought into a better feeling thought. This works for some people. I'm not some people though. And for me, I feel like I'm forcing myself. So I would rather just let it happen and let it go naturally. I'm accepting that it's there, and I know that it has no power over me. It cannot hurt me. It cannot affect my manifestation. So I'm just gonna let it be there until it goes away by itself. It floats away like a cloud in the sky. We're just observing the clouds in the sky. We are not doing anything for them to go away. They just go away by themselves. And the third way that we practice non-reaction is not by interacting with that said thing. Whenever you hear your mom critiquing you on your weight, for example, just be as relaxed as possible. As triggering as it sounds for your mum telling you over and over again that you should lose weight, the way that that's gonna go away is not by you telling her stop or raising your voice at her. It is simply just saying, okay. The more we are unreactive and we choose peace, and we calm ourselves down and we breathe through it. This is a practice, I understand. We are humans. I still react to things sometimes. It does get better. So don't feel bad if you react and you keep on reacting. The key is to just keep going and trying your best. Whenever this happens, whether it's in your mind or in the 3D, you are literally just telling yourself, if I do not react to this circumstance, it will go away by itself. No matter how scary it sounds, no matter how worrying it is, no matter how real it feels, no matter if the circumstance is a legitimate, understandably worrisome thing, like you get an eviction notice. If I am calm in this situation, if I pretend as though that is not going to affect me, it is very real, yes, but it cannot hurt me. It is just a past manifestation. It is just showing you something that you are ready to stop experiencing anymore, because you have understood that you deserve to be happy in each and every single moment. So stuff like that simply will not fly in your brand new reality. You have transcended ever since you have subscribed to this channel. You are now on another level. So anything before that point, if you literally just ignore it, if you do not react, it will go away and something 1 million times better will come in its place. I'm telling you, time and time again, there has been so many negative circumstances, right? And as soon as I distract myself, follow my happiness, it helps me not think about it. Plus, I don't talk about it to anyone. Plus, I do not interact with it in any type of way. And if I absolutely have to, or I will look like I'm a crazy person, like replying to someone if they ask, how are you and SP going? I will say anything that will go with the flow. I'm not fighting anything. I'm not fighting anyone, because I know that it all starts from my mind. And time again, this has been shown to me. Every time I do not react to an unfavorable circumstance, it literally goes away. If a friend is being distant with you out of nowhere, instead of messaging them, being like, is everything okay between us? You are just living your best, happiest, fulfilled life. Even if there's a snarky remark, if there's anything that triggers you that happens, the best thing to do is to remain silent and not react. Every time you do not react, that will lead you to your highest timeline. It will play itself out. Whether it is her leaving your life, or her apologizing, or her going back to normal. Maybe she was going through something that day. Same thing with boyfriends, husbands, men that we are talking to. If I am starting to feel like I am developing a cough, I will not talk about it to anyone. I will soothe it by having a nice chamomile honey tea with lemon. Oh my God, that's amazing. I will take care of myself. I will try not to speak as much as I possibly can because it will hurt my throat. And I will go on about my day as if nothing happens. Well, guess what? The next day, my throat stops hurting. In 2022, when I did a deep dive on law of assumption, I was basically in my New York apartment for an entire year learning about this stuff, right? Reading Neville Goddard, watching all of the YouTubers, gaining information and then experience and tweaking it to what I thought was the best for me and for everyone. When I started to go out more and socialize or even go to the grocery stores, and I never had this before, but I started experiencing social anxiety. I did not run a story about it though. Oh my God, I'm the type of person that has social anxiety now. Oh my God, I feel so uncomfortable around people. Why did this happen to me? How am I going to get through this? I zipped it. I was silent. I told no one about this. When I had to go out, I went out and I let the feeling of discomfort run through my body. I did not fight it. I did not get out of my comfort zone too much. I loved myself. I only went out when it was necessary. I did not force myself. You must do everything out of love. Eventually, after a month, it literally disappeared. It dissipated because I did not keep running a story. We humans like running stories in our minds, labeling everything. Oh, she did this because of that. He did this because of that. Why don't we leave everyone, take a step back and breathe? Go inwards, relax. Do what makes us happy on a moment-to-moment basis. And I promise you, even if it is real, or in your mind, it will run its course. It will naturally go away. And even if you try this once and you see that I'm right, you will start understanding how powerful this is. Because every time still I'm human, I'm faced with some negative circumstance, right? I go back and I remember all of the times where I was faced with a negative circumstance, and that when I did not react, when I did not run a story, it went away by itself in the fastest way possible, in historic timing. Anytime I would react to such things before, they would just keep coming up and up in my reality. I told myself this recently. I rescued a stray kitten who was literally just outside my house in my front porch, like underneath my bins, my outside bins. My partner and I took him in. I have to be real with you guys, I was insanely stressed out. It was a highly difficult situation for me because I didn't know if he was gonna make it. I didn't know if I was taking care of him correctly, and I just wanted the best life for him. And it was just painful seeing such a little baby being by himself, defenseless, malnourished. All I told myself was, Rita, you have faced negative circumstances, things that make you feel like crap in the past. This will work out in the best way possible. Do not react, follow your happiness, do what feels real and right and natural for you, and things will happen best case scenario for you. And it did. He's now the correct proper size for a 10-week-old kitten. He is so insanely happy, constantly has zoomies, runs around the entire house. We play with him, we give him love and attention, and everything is amazing. But that first night just broke my fucking heart because this little baby in this YouTube room, because we needed to separate the kitten and our big ass cat, was just meowing and crying like a baby, and it was just like breaking me. And when I told myself, do not react negatively, you know that everything is happening best case scenario, you're doing everything that you possibly can for that kitten. The heater is on, he has food, he has a bed, He has water, crying out for his mom. He doesn't know where he is. We're letting it ride out. You've given him the love and the attention. Everything was amazing the next day. And it just kept on getting better and better and better. This goes for absolutely every single negative circumstance or negative thought in your life and in your mind. We are not reacting. We are relaxing. We are not giving it any attention. We're just simply not entertaining it. That's it. The next segment is all about releasing resistance. Listen, you get your manifestation instantly once all resistance is released. That is the only thing that's really stopping you from your manifestation. So when you learn how to release resistance, you will be able to get your manifestations instantly. Very 1 + 1 = 2. Let's go. Here's the gag. You don't need to keep focusing on resistance. The only thing resistance means is that you are going against the fact that it is already done. So we're not focusing on our resistance. We are letting our resistance in, because this is the main key. What resists persists. Whenever you have doubts, or you're thinking, I'm not going to be able to get my SP, or I'm not going to be able to get this job, or I'm having a crappy day, everything is going literally against my manifestation. What are we doing? We are not flipping our thoughts and saying, why am I thinking like this? Whatever resistant thought that we have right now, we are accepting. You don't need to figure anything out. You don't need to figure out the past, the present, or the future. All you have to do in this present moment is accept all the thought that you have. It's okay. We have shitty days. We have irrational thoughts. Literally 60,000 to 80,000 thoughts per day. Resistance is actually quite easy to get rid of, because we are not trying to do anything. We are not strangling resistance. Instead of flipping the thoughts or affirming, if that feels bad to you, don't do it. When you tell yourself, I am going to do what feels good right now, the resistance is going to wash away by itself. And if it doesn't, we're letting it stay there without trying to explain anything. How do we know if we feel good or bad? We're following what feels right to us right now. Our internal guidance system is what is going to lead us down the correct path of our manifestation. So if we have any doubts or fears or negative thinking or any type of resistance, and that goes towards techniques that your favorite law of assumption coaches tell you to do, and it just doesn't feel right to you, or what your friends are saying, how come you're not going to this bar? How come you stopped going out with your friends? How come you've stopped reading? How come you stopped going to the gym? How come you stopped manifesting? Even if I tell you, how come you stopped using SATs or affirming or whatever it is, it does not matter. Do not listen to anyone. You are listening to yourself. Number one, that's all you have to listen to, your internal guidance system. And so if it feels right, if it feels good, go within that direction. And you know what that's going to do? That's going to release all of the resistance, all of the doubts. Not because you're writing in a book somewhere, this is how it's going to happen. I am going to release resistance, step number 1, by casting a non-resistant spell or affirming that I'm not resistant or assuming that I'm not resistant. Resistance is literally, I felt like filming at 1 a.m. makes absolutely no sense, but I'm doing it because all of this is interwoven. All of this is linked together. Yeah, I'm manifesting $10,000 a month, let's just say, but I have this feeling of contacting my friend. That friend might lead me to a job opportunity. But if we are resistant, then we're going to be closed off to those kind of opportunities, to the things that are going to lead us towards our manifestation. But we can't think like that. We can't say, I'm resistant, this sucks, I need to fix it. That is rule number 1. Do not feel bad for feeling resistant. Same thing with anxiety, any type of negative feeling. Resistance is literally just any negative feeling that goes against your manifestation. We can't feel bad for that. That is literally the biggest mistake. Mistake number 1. The more you make yourself feel bad, the more it's just gonna stay there. The more you're gonna force yourself to not feel bad, the more you're gonna feel bad. So we are accepting, yeah, I'm doubting this thing right now. Yeah, I have doubts, but I know ultimately that it is already done. Number 2, We're following what makes us feel good. Doesn't have to make sense to anyone else. While also feeling crap if we feel crap. It's not, oh, first I have to make myself feel good and then manifest or whatever it is. Because you can be affirming through your tears, doing all of this kind of stuff. Do what feels natural. Know that it is already done. If you have resistance, accept that you have the resistance. We are not afraid of our emotions. Every single emotion on the spectrum is fucking normal. The more you pair the feeling of resistance and accepting that with doing what makes you happy, with reminding yourself with techniques that feel good to you, emphasis on the feel good to you, pair all of those three things together, you're reminding yourself that it's already done, you're gonna be fucking unstoppable. But to release resistance, how to absolutely obliterate it, is to accept it right now. And follow what makes you feel good in this present moment without listening to Sally, listening to Joe, listening to all the people around you. This next module is called How to Change Your Past with Revision. Your past does not get the mother effing final say. Revision helps you get full creative control over the story. This segment shows you how. Listen, the only thing that holds power is the present moment. The only time the past has power is when you bring the past and put it into your present right now moment. The only place that the past lives is in our brain. So you have a choice to get rid of the past memories and replace them with memories that you want instead. You can completely change your past to the past that you want. This is what the Law of Assumption community likes to call revision, and it is a very powerful tool to manifest what you want right now. So what is revision? Revision is a technique that lets you change your past in order to get the desired reality that you want right now. Your assumptions create your reality, so you can assume whatever you want about the past in order to create your now moment. By changing the past, you will also be changing the present and the future. For example, if you've been single your entire life and your limiting belief is that you're not able to get an SP because your entire life you've been single, you can actually go back and revise that you've had multiple boyfriends, you were in healthy, happy, committed relationships, and you were the one that actually broke it off with all of them. By doing that, it's really easy to attract any SP that you want into your reality. So how does it work? It works by you picking the specific past experience that you have had and changing it completely to what it is that you want right now. It works by changing your assumptions about a particular experience from the past. This can be done by just deciding right now that it didn't happen that way. It actually happened in the way that I want. It is a snap decision, snap, crackle, pop. That's it. We have what it is that we want. That thing that happened in the past did not happen. Actually, it happened this way instead. That's it. Done. I want to explain the revision method by a Tumblr post that I saw actually a year ago, and it has stuck in my brain ever since. So I really do want to credit this Tumblr user. Shout out to the Dream Girl Journal for this one. This was an absolute banger. Okay, so this is called the Kitty explanation. This is Kitty. Kitty is a fairly happy cat, but something is bothering her these days. A couple of weeks ago, Kitty went to this little get together with her friends and she decided to eat some cereal. However, she soon discovered how bad of an idea that was. Cereal was not made for cats. Therefore, as she was not feeling good, she threw up in front of everybody. And now all her friends keep bringing that up and making fun of her for it. Only the thought of it makes Kitty sad. She wishes everybody would forget about that accident. However, she soon remembers that somewhere she read about revision. Revision is, in simple words, manifestation for the past. If Kitty starts acting and thinking like the cereal accident never happened, everybody will erase it from their memory as well. Kitty takes some moments for herself to affirm, or we're just deciding, or we're scripting, or we're using SATs, or we are visualizing that the cereal accident never happened. Then, after a few moments of affirming / whatever you want, she just lives her day, drinks her juice, basically she just forgets about it. And soon enough, at another friend get together, nobody brought up the cereal accident. It's really erased from her friend's memory. Kitty couldn't be happier, and she saved herself from a lifetime of embarrassment. So how do we actually use revision? Simply identify the memory, experience, situation that you want to revise. You can identify it in your mind or you can write it down, and then we just decide that that thing never happened and actually it happened this way. You don't have to go back and reimagine the past. You can just decide right now that that never happened and actually it happened this way. To help you further in this, you can write down or affirm or visualize or go into SATs in the assumption of how it actually went down. With the assumption in your mind that this is actually what happened in the past and this is the actual experience that happened. Anytime that the past, that never actually happened, by the way, pops up into your mind, you can just affirm that never happened. I literally don't know what you're talking about. That's it. It's as simple as that. The thing is revision is so incredibly easy because you don't need to persist in anything. You can just decide that that is how it happened and that's it. Period. End of chapter. Book closed. You're not waiting for anything to come to you. You have just assumed that that is what happened in the past. We're setting it aside. We're moving on. That's it. I love this example that manifestor Vanessa provides. You should go check her YouTube out. She basically said that if you are revising World War III to never happen, let's say that it happened, but you have just revised successfully that it never happened. You're not going to go back to libraries and check the books to see if World War III has happened or not. You're not checking Google or YouTube or social media or whatever to see if World War III has happened or not. You already know that it hasn't happened. In conclusion, revision is a very powerful tool in order for you to manifest anything that you want right now or to revise the past unwanted circumstances that keep haunting your present. By using this technique, you can create a new reality that is more aligned to your goals and desires. Remember, you don't need to keep persisting in this. All it takes is a one split-second decision that it actually didn't happen that way, and that's it. You don't even have to create a different memory. You can just say that thing never happened, that's it, period. If it helps, you can create a different memory to replace that one. Whatever is easiest for you. This segment is all about inspired action, what it is, and answering the $1 million question, do we need to take it? Do we need to take action at all? Action is not forcing, it is alignment when done right. Here's how to spot inspired action and how it helps when you are living in your end. You've specified exactly what it is that you want to manifest. You've internalized that it's already done in this present moment. You have picked the right techniques for you and you are following your happiness on a moment-to-moment basis. So now the question remains, do I need to take action, Rita? The quick answer is absolutely fucking not. You can literally know that it is already done once and then you don't need to do anything else past that point. You know why? Because you already have that thing in your reality. So why do you need to do anything else? If I am so confident that I am wearing this dress on my body right now, will I be going to my wardrobe to search for it? Will I be putting in the action? No, because it's already on my body. The fact of the matter is we know that we are the operant power, meaning once we decide that this thing is in our reality, it is fact. How are we going to put in action when we already have it? Remember that the only thing that is stopping you from your manifestation is resistance. You can literally manifest anything that you put your mind to instantly. We have the power to think of something and it literally coming into our lives the exact moment after. We have the power to specify exactly what it is that we want, know that we have it right now, and bam, it is already ours right now. Can you take inspired action? Absolutely. Yes. Now, what is the difference between action and inspired action? Inspired action is this feeling you get where you are absolutely so excited. It feels absolutely batshit crazy not to put in action. For example, I am in Nice, France right now. My boyfriend and I are tired from traveling for 2 months. Today, we wanted to come home and relax. That felt like the easiest path of our night, right? I had an inspired action to film my YouTube video. I am not filming my YouTube video to get more subscribers or more views. I am filming my YouTube video because that was the first feeling that I got, right? And I felt excited about it. I felt inspired when I thought of that. So to me, it felt unnatural not to put in that action. Meaning that whatever it is that I am manifesting, any action that I put in is going to lead me exactly to that manifestation. However, when it is inspired action, it doesn't feel like action. It feels like the next natural step. It feels like it's simply falling in your lap. So it does not feel like you are doing anything. It feels like the manifestation literally came to you. So say I am manifesting a number of subscribers, right? And I just do not want to film. I'm traveling. I'm having the time of my life. If I'm not inspired to film, that means I am not meant to be filming. I am meant to be doing whatever it is that I'm inspired to do, meaning going out, experiencing friends. If my basis is I have decided that it is already done, that I have this amount of subscribers, right? That means that no matter what I do, I am being led to that, right? So I could be inspired to go to a museum in France as opposed to filming, and I can be inspired by seeing a painting that I absolutely loved that sort of started getting my creative juices flowing, and all of a sudden I want to create a YouTube video about something specific that has nothing to do with the painting itself. However, I just got inspired by the painting, and then I got inspired action to film after that. I had more energy to film. I am more myself when I'm filming because I'm not forcing myself, because some dude on YouTube is not telling me you must film every single day to get this amount of subscribers. It is me literally filming out of the pure sheer love, out of the pure sheer inspiration of filming. So whenever I take inspired action, I don't feel like I'm putting in the action at all. For example, if I am manifesting loyal friends, right? But I don't feel like messaging anyone, that means you are meant to not reach out to people at this specific moment in time, today, tomorrow, whenever it is. It means that you have to go down a specific path, or someone can come to you, and I am not limiting you. Literally, someone can message you within this second. So it's important to understand that you are limitless, and there are limitless opportunities and possibilities. The thing is about action is that it's very limiting, right? So it makes us think that like we have to do this thing in order to get this thing, whereas we know we are the operant power. Everything starts from our mind first. So if we have decided that in this present moment right now, I have loyal friends, it is done. Past this specific point, past this moment, every single thing that happened naturally is literally leading me to that. So I don't have to worry. I don't have to do anything. Whether it is something falling into my lap, an opportunity, someone messaging me, or I see an event and I get inspired and I take inspired action and I go there and then I meet someone that I absolutely hit it off with, then yeah, amazing. That was all part of the plan. But before all of this action stuff, you must know that you have to specify first what you want, and then you have to trust and believe that everything past that point is leading you to that manifestation. No matter how much it does not make sense to you right now, it is leading you to your manifestation in the best possible way. The next module is all about what is everyone is you pushed out. Relationships become very easy once you understand this topic. This segment helps you transform how others think of you, how others treat you in any capacity. Boyfriend, best friend, teacher, authority figure, anything in between. Let's go. Picture this. Every single person you encounter and every single situation you experience is a reflection of your own assumptions, beliefs, and thoughts. Sounds too good to be true, right? But bear with me, because this is the essence of the law of assumption. Everyone as you pushed out suggests that the external world is a mirror, reflecting back to you the contents of your own mind. So if you assume that someone is kind in general, they tend to reflect those qualities back to you. Conversely, if you believe that someone is hostile and untrustworthy, they will exhibit those traits in your interactions. Now, you might be thinking, wait, does that mean that I'm responsible for every single person's life? Am I responsible for every single person's behavior? Not exactly. It's more about focusing on the power of your own perceptions of other people and yourself, and the assumptions that are shaping your reality. No one in your reality is a robot. They're not just fake people walking around, NPCs that have no lives outside of you. Everyone has their own lives, leads their own lives independently of you. The distinction lies in recognizing your inherent control. It's about how others interact with you. You're not altering anyone else. The only person undergoing change is you and what is happening within, what's happening in your mind. You're not manipulating someone to become ambitious, wealthy, into marrying you. Instead, you're internally shifting your perception of yourself, of your worth, and your view of that person. In these scenarios, the only individual that's going under any transformation is you. That is to say, you are already manifesting them, whether you know about it or not. You've been manifesting people since the day you were born, because it's your reality. The only difference is that before you were doing it unconsciously, you were not aware of it, and now you are doing it consciously. You are picking how you would like to view them. In turn, that is how they will reflect in the 3D. For example, instead of assuming something on autopilot like Jared is an F-boy, he only wants to flirt with every other girl, you can consciously choose how Jared shows up in your reality. Jared is committed to me. He is loyal to me. He does not care about any other girl but me. Consider this. You walk into a job interview believing that you are highly qualified and worthy of success. Your confidence influences how the employer perceives you, leading to a positive outcome. But if you enter the same interview with doubts and insecurities, that energy can affect the exact same scenario negatively. It is important to get this through your head. The world mirrors your inner reality. The world mirrors our inner state. Our thoughts shape our reality. What we see around us reflects what's inside us. People's actions reflect our expectations, beliefs, and worthiness. And it's important to note that doubting someone's ability to change can hinder them changing. And it's not about just self-concept. It's not about knowing that you are worthy of being treated like a queen or a king. It's also the belief that we hold about others and situations in general. For example, assuming all guys in their 20s are F-boys will lead to you experiencing that, even though we all know there are guys in their 20s that are happily married. Our past experiences influence how we anticipate others to act, almost scripting their behavior. You literally write it down in your mind, and then the actors in this reality will play that script out. They feel compelled to adhere to the roles that we assign them. Consequently, those around us will feel constrained and compelled to act out. For example, if doubts arise in a relationship, we start seeing the consequences of those doubts playing into reality. Your boyfriend might be mean to you, or say a snarky remark to you, or not reply to you for a couple of hours, which exacerbates and feeds into your confirmation bias. It all begins in your mind. So how do we harness the power of everyone as you pushed out in our daily lives? It all starts from self-awareness and knowing that you are in control. Become aware of your assumptions you hold about yourself and others. Are they empowering or limiting? Are they something that you actually want to see play out in your reality or not? Consciously choose to adopt the assumptions that align with your desires. Jared is obsessed with me. You can do this by affirming, scripting, visualizing, or simply just stepping into the state. We are repeating this until we see this play out into our reality. It's as simple as that. Regardless on experiences or crappy thoughts about how you've been treated in the past, or your assumptions now about how you get treated, disregard them and just craft a new belief. So if you believe that everyone is obsessed with you, or if Jared is obsessed with you, they or he will mirror that perception. Make your desired narrative the dominant one. Repeat it, repeat it, repeat it. You have to be unwavering and ignore all of the things that you see in your 3D that go against that. Even amidst the chaos of your physical reality, again, you must stay focused. Tell yourself that no matter what happens externally, my internal world remains unchanged, unfazed. Period. Persist in living in the reality that you have envisioned in your mind, and it will manifest in your outer world. If your mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, cat, dog, reptile, co-worker, acquaintance, service worker, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, friend, best friend, commenter on TikTok, commenter on YouTube, someone you don't know, anyone, any interaction whatsoever that has to do with you and another living being is treating you in a way that you don't like, if their treatment does not align with your preferences, you have to know that that is rooted in your assumption. These assumptions stem from past experiences, your self-perception, and your views on their behavior or group tendencies. For instance, you might assume that all TikTok comments are harsh, or that all cats dislike you. These assumptions might arise from subconscious beliefs that you don't even know you may be holding. But that is okay. We are ignoring that. We are sticking exactly to how we want to be treated. You can go specific, like all cats absolutely love me, or everyone loves me and treats me with respect. Jared is absolutely in love with me. I have found the perfect partner for me. Remember, everyone is you pushed out is not about controlling others or denying their autonomy. It is about recognizing the interconnectedness of the outside world and our inner world. And it's about the knowing that it all starts from our personal inner world. As you navigate your life, keep in mind that the world is your mirror. What you see reflects not only what's around you, but also what's within you. So dare to assume that everything is happening best case scenario, dare to assume the best of the best, and watch your reality transform before your eyes. The next segment is called How to Manifest Multiple Things at Once. You are limitless. You do not have to choose just one desire. Here's how to let them all in at the same time without overwhelming yourself. We are multi-dimensional. We don't live just for an SP. We don't live just to make money. We have so many categories that we live through day to day without even realizing it. There are 7 categories, give or take, including love and relationships, self-love, spirituality, purpose/career, money, safety and security, adventure and passion. We deserve to have whatever we want under all of these categories. So I highly suggest you start manifesting for each one. I understand that you started using this law to manifest that specific person or to manifest that specific amount of money. However, you should be thanking Christ for whatever it is that introduced you to the law of assumption, because now you know that you are the operant power, you are the master of your reality, and you can literally get anything that you want within any category. Can you manifest multiple things at once? Hell motherfucking yes, and you should be doing that regardless. So how do we do this? Internalize the fact that you are fucking limitless. You are holding up the walls in your apartment. What makes you think that manifesting a text from your SP and a raise is impossible for you to do? We are powerful, limitless creators that are literally, unintentionally, and unconsciously are manifesting every single moment, every single atom, every single thing that you see in front of us and do not see right now. That's you. That's you all doing that. You are the god of your reality. Okay, think of one thing. You can manifest that. Think of another thing. Yes, you can manifest that. Oh, but can I manifest a unicorn going up in the sky? Yes, you can. Listen, you are not creating something out of thin air that has not existed before. This is much deeper than what you see in your reality. There are things behind the surface, behind the scenes that we do not fucking see. Every single thing that you can imagine that has ever happened or will ever happen or is happening now in your imagination can happen and is happening, is all happening all at once. You don't have to be a scientist to trust the fact that there are parallel universes. There are infinite realities in this universe that you can't wrap your head around, that scientists, the most professional, genius, smart people on this planet that have won Nobel Prizes cannot wrap their head around. So we need to have a little bit of faith here. You can manifest anything that you want, whether it is for you, for someone else, seeing something in the sky, going back in time. We are not creating something in this 3D. We are doing it all in our minds. And the byproduct, the very end result, is it coming in the 3D. Everything in between, we have nothing to do with. That is none of our business. We gotta have a little bit of faith and know and trust that we are limitless fucking creators. So of course you can fucking manifest multiple things in your life. Number 2, know that you don't have to sit on one specific manifestation until it comes to fruition. Listen, just because you are manifesting a higher income while you're waiting for your SP to come does not mean that your SP is not going to come. Give yourself a little bit of credit here. When someone is pregnant, they're not just pregnant. They're not just laying in bed for 9 months waiting for the baby to come. So while you're waiting for your SP to brew, he's in the oven cooking, he's getting ready. You are over there doing what you want to do, getting your money, growing your business, growing that fat badonkadonk, growing that fat ass. Whatever is cooking over here is none of your business. So yeah, I'm gonna turn the other cheek and work on the other manifestation. Once it comes into my mind, I'm just reminding myself that it is already done. I can turn my body and recognize, oh yeah, I have this SP in my life. Thank you very much. Now I can turn back and work on this and work on that and work on that. We are not afraid of our manifestations. We are the operant power. If we want to manifest an infinite amount of things, we can do so. It is a really good idea to manifest multiple things at once because it's going to help you not be obsessive over just one thing. It's the same thing as if you are dating one person and you feel yourself becoming obsessed with them and that's not something that you want. You start dating different people, you have a roster, and suddenly that person doesn't seem so interesting anymore because you have multiple options. Number 3, be clear about what you want. Create a list of every single category that I have mentioned. Love, money, purpose/career. Create a list under all of those columns as to what you want in every category of your life. We have specific things that we care about in our lives. We have a whole fulfilled life. It's not just one dimensional. You're not just an Instagrammer or a TikToker or someone's girlfriend or someone's daughter or a student. You know what I mean? You are a 3-dimensional, multi-dimensional person. Again, I repeat, being clear by writing a list is incredibly powerful. Number 4, have an assumption at the ready. You are armed and you are ready to go. You're a fucking warrior. Say you're minding your own business and all of a sudden you get a dad that says he will never love you. You have your weapon at the ready, bitch, and you have your gun and you are armored and ready to go by saying, he is completely and utterly obsessed with me. No matter who he is with or what he is doing, my ass is all consuming in his mind. So you've created categories in every important aspect of your life. Now you are creating assumptions for each category. This can be an all-consuming category that falls under so many different things, like I am financially free when it comes to money, or it can literally be I am earning $10,000 a month. Very generic or very specific, it doesn't matter, but you can create one assumption for each and every single category, or multiple assumptions for each and every single category, or one assumption for this and then 5 for the next category, whatever it is that you want. The world is your oyster. Number 5, create a manifesting routine. You could be manifesting for money in the morning and then manifesting for your SP in the evening. Try every single combination until it feels right. A couple of weeks ago, I told you guys that I used sats in the evening and then I scripted in the morning. I don't even script anymore. I literally just use sats in the evening because that's what feels right for me in this current moment in time. I can listen to all of these YouTubers and try out their methods and seeing how it's going to work for me, but ultimately what I'm basing everything off is how it feels to me in the moment. We are humans. We are not robots. We are using our internal guidance. Again, what we feel is the best way to go. Number 6, and this is an option because you've heard me talk crap about this multiple times, but That's because right now I don't want to do it and it makes me feel burnt out. But I can be changing my mind and I could love this because sometimes I do be using it. I think this is really helpful if you are manifesting multiple things at once. You can literally use your mind as a method tool because whatever thoughts pop up, you can manifest that thought to your favor. So instead of deciding your categories, you will let your mind decide the categories for you because it's just on an autopilot deciding at every single moment. So for example, if you're stepping out and a thought pops up that says, oh, you don't look good enough, oh, you don't look cute enough, you have to change your outfit, you can reaffirm and say, I literally look bomb, I always look bomb, I have the best self-concept, I'm so confident, literally everyone drools over me. And you're not just saying these affirmations, you're actually believing them and knowing that it is already done. Whenever you have a bill and you start worrying about not being able to pay it, assume that you are financially free. When I started to check my credit score and I would start feeling this bubbling anxiety, I would be like, oh, this is interesting. I didn't think that I was gonna have anxiety about this. Okay, hello, okay, thank you, mind, thank you. And I would be able to use those doubts and those anxieties, those fears, whatever, to manifest because I'd be like, nope, I'm financially free. I don't have to worry about shit. Actually, I have no limiting beliefs around money. I'm just gonna drop it right now. That's it. It is done. So whenever a thought pops up, we are using it in a way that works for us. Number 7, create an umbrella assumption. The fact of the matter is that you are in the state of having everything that you want now. That's it, period. So whatever doubts that you may have shouldn't matter because you know at the highest level above all is that you have everything that you want now. It is already done. Affirmations that I really love to say is everything is going my way. It is already done. Everything is happening for me, best case scenario. When we fully internalize that fact that it is here right now, we have everything that we want. Every single thing, unconscious and conscious, that you want will come about to you. I am the woman that has it all. Isn't it wonderful? But I like saying, isn't it amazing? You can watch that video up above. I'm gonna read this Neville Goddard quote, which I absolutely love when it comes to manifesting multiple things. During the course of a day, I may imagine many things, but instead of imagining lots of small things, I would suggest that you imagine something so big it includes all the little things. Instead of imagining wealth, health, and friends, imagine being ecstatic. You could not be ecstatic and be in pain. You could not be ecstatic and be threatened with a dispossession notice. You could not be ecstatic if you were not enjoying a full measure of friendship and love. What would the feeling be like were you ecstatic without knowing what had happened to produce your ecstasy? Reduce the feeling of ecstasy to one single sensation. Isn't it wonderful? Or rather, isn't it amazing? Do not allow the conscious reasoning mind to ask why, because if it does, it will start to look for visible causes and then the sensation will be lost. Rather, repeat over and over again, isn't it amazing? Suspend judgment as to what is amazing. Catch the one sensation of the amazingness of it all, and things will happen to bear witness to the truth of this sensation, and I promise you it will include all of the little things. I think that's just brilliant. So you can say it is already done now and that's it, drop it. If you are manifesting specific things, for example, 100,000 subscribers, you can set that to the side, know that it is already done, and then start focusing on your SP being obsessed with you. If I am manifesting my SP, cool, I have my finances to distract me when I'm done manifesting my SP. I have beauty over there as well. I have self-concept. I have shit to do, man. Think of it like waiting for your husband to return back from war in the 1930s. You do not want to be that wife that's waiting by the windowsill. No, you don't. AKA your main manifestation. While they're coming, your husband / your manifestations, you're going out with your friends, aka another manifestation that's completely unrelated to this one. You're buying a new dress, you're cooking a delicious meal. For example, my boyfriend is coming in a couple of weeks to New York from Australia. I haven't seen him in a couple of months. We're doing the whole LDR, long distance relationship thing. Do I miss him? Yes. But I know that he is coming at a specific date. So while he is coming, aka your main manifestation, while you are waiting for it to come, and we are not waiting for anything, by the way, you are focused on different things. So I am focused on YouTube. I am focused on going out with my friends, and not to distract myself, but genuinely because these are the things that are making me happy. I blinked and it's been 3 months and he's coming in a couple of days. So I'm super excited for that. And it didn't even feel like 3 months because I was genuinely enjoying my life. You should think the same when it comes to your multiple manifestations. So we are powerful, limitless creators. We can manage to manifest more than one thing. In fact, we're literally manifesting everything in our reality. So 7-10 subjects should be nothing for you. The next segment is called What is the Sabbath State? There is a magical moment where you feel that your desire is truly already done. You don't want to check. Literally, you can't, because it will feel ridiculous because you know that you already have it, and everything just feels aligned. That moment, my friend, is the Sabbath. Here's why it matters and how to reach it. Essentially, the Sabbath state is when you have been manifesting your desire and you no longer feel like you want it because you already have it in the 4D. So why do you need to manifest it? Essentially, it means your subconscious mind has already been impressed by your saturation, by you manifesting and manifesting and manifesting it all the time. This is what Neville Goddard had to say about the Sabbath state in his book, Freedom for All. There can be no mental rest until a conscious impression is made. If a man fails to fully impress upon himself the fact that he now has that which he therefore has desired to possess, he will continue to desire it, and therefore he will not be mentally at rest or satisfied. It's like you are going to continue to keep being hungry if you fail to get yourself a meal time and time again. If, on the other hand, he succeeds in making this conscious adjustment so that upon emerging from the period of silence or his subjective 6 days of work, he knows by his feeling he has the thing desired, then he automatically enters the Sabbath or the period of mental rest. Pregnancy follows impregnation. Man does not continue desiring that which he has already acquired. The Sabbath can be kept as a day of rest only after a man succeeds in becoming conscious of being that which before entering the silence he desired to be. So this is how it really feels when you get into the Sabbath state. You don't desire your manifestation anymore. You feel tired or exhausted from doing your techniques. You suddenly start asking yourself, do I really need this desire? You feel calm, happy, and at peace all the time. You feel disconnected from your current reality. You can still visualize and use your senses and use these techniques, but you don't really feel the feelings anymore. You don't feel that emotion of how it would feel like to have that thing already, because you already have it. You've already experienced it in the 4D. You can do daydreaming or visualizing or a 10-minute affirmation session, but you don't feel that feeling of excitement anymore. You don't get butterflies in your stomach. Your mind automatically rejects the negative circumstances, old beliefs, and doubts because that's your past life. That's like way behind you. It feels only natural when you think about your desire. Like, it doesn't feel like you're forcing it. You are completely non-reactive to your 3D world, to the point where if anything unfavorable happens, you just laugh at it. This is definitely what happened to me when I was at the last leg of my 9-to-5 job. It has gotten a little bit too easy to live in the end or revise your negative thoughts. You are open to receiving anything. You're in full receptive mode. You are open. You know that it can happen at any minute now. So any next text message or any next call or any other opportunity that you see can be a step forward to getting your manifestation. You're not even tripping over it. You know that it is yours and you have it 100%. So imagine this. Your subconscious mind has fully embraced the idea that you have your desire, even though you haven't seen them materialize in your 3D world yet. But here's the thing. If you still feel that nagging feeling like you still have to do these techniques or anything else that is negative or is the opposite of what I just listed out, it means that your subconscious mind has not fully absorbed the new reality. In this case, you have got to keep pushing forward. Once your conscious aligns with the desired state, through your desire desires feeling like they are in your waking life right now, that is when the magic begins to happen. When you shift your focus from the problem to the solution, there's a mental calm that sets in. It's like your mind takes a break, signaling that your desire is fulfilled, because you can't truly relax until you've fully achieved what you set out to do. Again, Neville Goddard called this state the Sabbath, drawing from a biblical story where God created the earth in just 6 days and then rested on the seventh. Just like God's creation had 2 stages, working and resting, our manifestation process follows a similar pattern. This is not to be taken literally though. When I first read that passage, I got really confused and thought that you had to verbatim persist for 6 days and then you will get into the Sabbath state on the 7th day. This is Neville's story and Neville's way of explaining the Sabbath. However, it does not have to take you 6 days, and once you get into the Sabbath, you are in the Sabbath permanently for that specific manifestation. So let's deconstruct Neville's story a little bit more. First, there's the laboring phase that he talked about. You diligently work and persist for your subconscious mind to imprint to the new reality that you want, regardless of what your current reality shows. Then there's the resting phase, the Sabbath state, where you've done the work and now you're just chilling. You have essentially become the new you, leaving the old you behind. Once you are in the Sabbath state, you won't care about any timelines because you will know that it's already done. I believe the Sabbath state is really great as a navigation system to tell you where you are in your manifestations. However, I believe that you shouldn't give up until your manifestation is here. It is in full here and you are fully experiencing it. For example, I'm manifesting 1 million subscribers. I am not going to stop when I feel as though I have 1 million subscribers. I feel that every single day, but I'm not stopping until I see it with my own 2 eyes in this 3D reality that I have 1 million subscribers, period. So that is what I suggest for you to do. Even if you feel like you don't want to manifest this thing anymore, or you feel like it's already done and you're in the state and you're in the receptive mode, just keep going. Keep using your same manifestation routine. Do not switch it up unless that feels right for you. But really, I feel like you should be business as usual and keep manifesting until it comes into your life. Take the Sabbath state as a sign that you are very well on your way. Additionally, you do not have to be in the Sabbath state in order to experience your manifestation. I have manifested many things without getting into the Sabbath state. It would just come with no explanation instantly, or in a couple of days, or in a couple of weeks, or in a couple of months. I just want to end this video off by saying that it doesn't matter at the end of the day. Do not listen to both the doubts and the validation from yourself. We want to be very professional and emotionless about this. The only thing that we should really be focusing on is our manifestation and consistently persisting and saturating our subconscious mind. We are in business. There are no hard feelings in business. There is no personal attacks in business. There are no compliments. There is no validation. There is no, you're doing this wrong. It's clearing all of that bullshit away, putting your blinders on, not seeing anything on the right of you, to the left of you, what's in the future and what's in the past, and literally just focusing on that one thing, your manifestation. Everything else is bullshit. The next and final module is about detachment, how to detach and what it actually means in the first place, because a lot of y'all be getting it wrong. Detachment isn't giving up or letting go of your manifestation. It's shifting your focus. It's trusting. This final segment ties everything together so you can actually enjoy your life and enjoy your manifestations in this current reality. Yes. We don't need to wait for our manifestations to show up, because they've already showed up. What is detachment in the context of law of assumption? Detachment is the art of letting go of the obsessive need or attachment to the outcome of your manifestation. It's about trusting the process and letting your subconscious mind do the work and do its magic without constantly checking for progress. So why is detachment so important? Detachment doesn't mean giving up your desires. Instead, it's about releasing the anxiety and resistance associated with not having what you want right now. When you detach, you have an open space for your subconscious mind to orchestrate the perfect circumstances for your desire to manifest. It's like planting a seed and trusting it will grow without digging it up every day to check its progress. This is the most important thing to know, and I've mentioned this briefly on Twitter, and a lot of people didn't understand what I was referring to, so I will elaborate on here. We are not detaching from the manifestation itself, all right? We are detaching from the results in this present moment. We are putting it down, flipping it, and reversing it. We are always keeping our manifestation in mind. Meaning if you're manifesting an SP and you're thinking about him, that's okay, you can think about him. If your manifestation is your SP and you keep him in mind, that is okay. That is what you're meant to be doing. But if you are manifesting to be in a committed relationship with your SP and you keep checking for the results of you being in a committed relationship with him non-stop, that's where the problem lies. For example, if you are manifesting to be in a committed relationship with your SP, thinking about that manifestation and manifesting that desire is totally okay. In fact, that's exactly what you're meant to be doing. But checking for the progress of when you're going to be in a relationship with that SP is where we have a problem. Again, it is about checking the results that we have to detach from, not the manifestation itself. Instead of using each present moment to check where the manifestation is, we are using this moment right now to decide exactly where it is that our thoughts are going. Detach by detaching from the results, and detach by attaching to the new story. The old story might have been, he never texts me, he never responds to me, he never wants to see me, but the new story is, he is obsessed with me, he wants to be in a committed relationship with me. Attach to that story, detach from the old one. There is so much power in indifference to the result. There is so much power to obsessing over saturating your subconscious mind to the desired manifestation. For example, if I am manifesting 1 million subscribers on YouTube, I am detaching to the story of me having 137k subscribers on YouTube, and I am attaching to the new story of Rita Kaminski having 1 million subscribers. I am obsessing over not checking the results of when am I going to get to the 1 million subscribers, but I am attaching to the manifestation. I am attaching to the new story. I am saturating my subconscious mind by telling myself, by using techniques, by getting into the state all the time, in every single moment, of being the person, being the YouTuber, being the Rita Kaminski that has 1 million subscribers. As Nicki Minaj says, it's a big difference between me and you. A lot of these manifestation coaches don't tell you exactly what it is that they're manifesting. I am telling you in real time every single thing that I manifest, and with your own eyes, you have been able to see every single video my life changing. I manifested 100k subscribers. I manifested a house. I manifested going to Europe for 3 months with my partner. I manifested and keep consistently manifesting a glow up. Not that I am not naturally absolutely scrumdiddly-umptious gorgeous, but I always like to have room for improvement, and I always love working on myself. I manifested being financially free. I manifested being in an adoring, obsessive, beautiful, true love relationship with my partner. I manifested living with my partner. So please listen the fuck to me. This is exactly how we detach from our results. Number one, set your intentions clearly. I talk about this all the time in almost every single video. Step number one is being specific exactly to what it is that you want. If you want to check out that video and the Law of Assumption 101 playlist, you can do so up above, where I talk about everything to do with Law of Assumption for beginners. Be specific about what you want. This clarity helps the grip of attachment, because you trust your subconscious mind to fulfill that request, because you and your subconscious mind understands specifically what it is that you want. Number two, practice mindfulness and present moment awareness. Detachment is closely linked to being present. When you are present, you're able to be more mindful of the thoughts that you're having. So for example, if you're thinking, where is my money? Oh my God, I'm manifesting money and it's not coming to me yet. you can snap out of it quickly because you're present and re-divert that attachment to attaching to the new story, the one where you're financially free, the one where you earn $1,000 a day. Number 3, trust in the process. Most importantly, trust in the law of assumption, trust in your subconscious mind. Listen, we need to get that self-concept up. We need to know that we are the operant power, that we get to decide what it is in our reality, because it is whatever we think it is. You have to know that you are a powerful, intentional manifestor. You excel at everything that you do, including manifesting. You know that your desires don't have to be reasonable or practical. You know that you dictate what the 3D feels like and looks like, not the other way around. You know that your subconscious mind does whatever you tell it to. You know that your subconscious mind works for you. You have trust in the law of assumption. You know, again, that because you have said it to be so, then bitch, it fucking is so. Furthermore, you can remind yourself of all of the previous successful manifestations that have come in your life, whether it be big or small. You can look at success stories of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of people who have done the same before you. This builds confidence in the law of assumption, the process, and most importantly, yourself. Number 4, release the how. This is where follow your happiness comes into play. When you distract yourself doing exactly what it is that you want to do at every single moment, that implies to your subconscious mind that number 1, you already have it, and number 2, you're getting distracted and not asking yourself, where is my manifestation? Where is my SP? Where is the financial abundance? Where is my career? Where is that house? Also, you're manifesting to be happy, and because you already have your manifestation now, you're happy in the present moment, right? This shift helps maintaining a positive balance between your manifestation and the present moment, helping you to detach. Number 6, do not focus on the circumstances. We are completely oblivious to what we are seeing in our 3D reality because we've followed all of the steps up above. We know our power, and we know that whatever I think, whatever my mind is saturated by, is going to spill out into my world. So why the hell would I be stressing about my past thought, aka the 3D reality right now? Because we all know that the 3D is literally just a garbage dump of our previous thoughts. The rule of thumb is this: if you are obsessing in a negative way, detach completely. If you are obsessive in an excited way, keep going, but be attached to the manifestation, not the results. If you are completely spiraling, attached to your results, give yourself as much time as possible to recuperate. Give yourself a little bit of a break, a breather, and follow your happiness. When you're feeling like you're getting excited for your manifestation again, focus on that. Be obsessed with your manifestation in an excited way, in a way where you are in control, in a way where you're not waiting, but rather saturating your subconscious mind. But note, we are never doing this out of desperation. Desperation, worrying, doubting, overthinking is certainly not going to speed up your results. Look, you have to focus on what you want and completely ignore what you don't want. You know how this works. You know how the world works. If you understand energy, you will come to understand that your attention and focus on what you want will get you what you want. When you know this, when you fully trust this, it's really easy to take a step back from the result because you trust in the law of assumption. You don't have to keep planting seeds and digging them up a day later, checking to see what's going on with the plant. Has it grown yet? No. We're planting, setting, and forgetting. If we're remembering about it, we're watering it a little bit. You will know that you do not have to obsess over it because you know it's coming. But with that being said, we are persisting until it gets done. In fact, even when it is done, we're going to keep persisting until it's solidified in our mind as something normal, as something regular. So in summation, detachment is simply knowing that you already have it. All I'm doing is reminding myself that it is already done. Oh my God. You have literally just finished the Law of Assumption beginner mega course. You now understand the Law of Assumption truly, how to apply it, and how to stay in the state where everything that you could ever have imagined just keeps flowing and flowing and flowing to you. Keep visiting the segments that truly speak to you. This is where your new life truly begins. I'm so excited for you. Again, if you're interested in learning more, enroll in the Perfect Self Concept course, which goes even more into depth about this freeing way of life. And I tell you in such detail, in such depth, things that I just cannot cover in one YouTube video. You can see the full module breakdown on ritakaminski.com or by simply clicking the first link in the description box down below. Also, you can see the testimonials. They speak for themselves. I can't wait to see you there. And I hope you have an amazing, beautiful, wonderful day.